That's the best dub tradition. Straight Wayne's World count-in. Hello in the chat room. Let me see if I come up on YouTube.
I don't see us yet.
Oh, I see me.
There we go.
Oh, wow. We got a nice little thing. It was Philip's truck.
Phil's, truck
Did
photo.
you do that?
That's just like the main image for our page.
Very nice. Who took that?
I think I did.
Yeah.
I think I took that one.
It's my guy.
One of many. Oh, I think I can hear somebody's thing.
What can we hear? Is that you playing us? Oh, Jesus. Are you watching us right now?
I was looking for the chat room, man.
Gonna be up in that chat.
All right.
No one's in the chat. Where's the chat?
We're
up in the chat.
We're a little late today, but it's fine.
Yeah, we're a little late, but we had to watch a serious video before this. Big congratulations to Little Hulk
In the win.
and
And the championship.
for the win, the microweight champion. Oh, details by Doug. What's up, Doug? Oh, who this? Ransom Garage in the house. Very nice to see you. We've been having a serious week over here, Revival.
Yep.
Raxes.
Serious all
Howdy.
the time.
Yeah, pretty serious business, the podcast.
Everything. Always serious.
Yep. I'm excited to hear Andy's story about the Viper.
It wasn't that interesting.
No, it's going to be.
It just, when.
It kind of has to be now.
When it happens.
Anything with a Viper is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Viper alarm.
Yeah.
Viper armed.
Yeah.
A Viper with the Viper. Aftermarket car alarms are the best. Talk
Viper.
about an incredible amount of wiring.
Yeah. Who posted something recently?
Someone did. I remember Jesse
Tony
ripping
Smith.
them out of all sorts of shit.
I think it was Tony. And it was just like.
My Skyline had one, and it was just crazy.
It was like 22 gauge wire, but like thousands of
yeah,
them.
exactly.
Nightmare.
Yeah.
Motion sensors everywhere.
We're live. I think we're good. I think we're ready to
What's
roll.
up, chat room? Does our audio sound okay?
Yeah, let us know before I hit that button.
Yeah, before I hit that thing.
Because we don't want to figure it out as we're doing it.
Right,
It's
which is
always
what
a
we
problem.
usually do.
Yeah. Let me turn that down.
Oh, yeah, what are we doing? Oh, well, a little change there.
Dim that a little bit so you can actually see the colors.
You going PP yellow?
Yeah, what color is that?
I think it is PP yellow.
Yeah, it looks.
It is PP yellow
kind
on
of
the screen.
PP
yeah.
yellow.
Yeah.
That's good to have. Well, I'm glad no
There
one
we
in the
go.
chat room has responded.
Yes, Michael Buck says yes.
Does he? Is my chat room
I
that
think
slow?
he's answering our question. They're probably
yeah,
a solid,
Michael Buck.
probably a solid 30 seconds, 35 seconds behind.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, slow internets.
So,
out there.
yes, the sound is bad.
Or did we ask, did we
No,
sound
I'm just
okay?
kidding. No.
Because I can't quite recall.
That's all about how you phrase it.
Yeah, the sound's bad.
Hopefully we sound.
So, is our sound not bad?
Yeah.
Could we, do we sound okay but could sound better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is why people listen, especially live.
It's a good thing we cut out most of this at the.
I think most people that
Every
listen
podcast.
live literally are AFK. You know what I mean? They just come on, they sign
Pop
up,
it on.
and they just bail. They're not
See
right in
ya.
the chat
Right,
room.
they're going to
which
eat-
we appreciate.
They're going to eat dinner, take a shower, work on the car.
Yeah, exactly.
Avoid us entirely.
Exactly. They just know we need views. We don't want constructive criticism anyway.
we,
so
we appreciate it. So might as well hit this button.
let's go.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Josh Garcia, and this is the Revival Motoring Podcast. As always, I'm joined by Chuck Hu
Hello.
and Corey.si.
Hello.
On this week's episode, we have our friend, Mr. Andrew. Is it Andrew or Andy?
Whichever you prefer.
Okay. There's no legalities here. We're not going to get you in any trouble by any means.
No
Okay.
trouble.
Mr. Andrew Dixon, hanging out with us. Going to talk some shop. Going to talk some Mark II projects. Some actual shop talk as well, because he partakes in one. And then we'll talk about whatever else comes up from there. So, before that happens, this episode is brought to you by Corey. Can you?
I'll kick us off.
Okay. Do you need that?
No. I got
Okay.
it all written out here.
All right.
So, like Josh said, This episode is brought to you by Heartbeat Hot Sauce. Your boys over here have been on the hot sauce game for a little while now. We've been talking about it a lot. So we said, put our money where our mouth is. And that led us to Heartbeat Hot Sauce. Heartbeat Hot Sauce is made from all natural ingredients. This means all locally grown produce. Straight out of Canada. What a
Beautiful
lovely,
Canada.
beautiful Canada.
Wonderful country.
So if you're ever curious about what peppers taste like after being fermented for 45 days.
Pepper steak?
Oh, I wish pepper steak.
I was going to say pepper steak after
No,
20.
peppers taste like.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. After being fermented for 45 days, go ahead and hit up Heartbeat Hot Sauce. Use code REVIVAL, REVIVAL, and you get 20% off your next order.
Woo.
Check out their merch. Check out all the different hot sauces. Personal favorites with Louisiana style. Josh, where you at this week?
Red habanero.
Red habanero. You were pineapple habanero for a while.
I know. And then I was lion's mane for a while.
Lion's mane. I still got to get my hands on some lion's mane.
See, the thing was I didn't open up the red habanero yet, but now I have it open at home. And it's, what did I make the other day? Oh, I just made like a little stir fry with some vegetables, a little rice in there, and some chicken. And I just take the red habanero and put it on top and just...
With a
That's it. Adds to it. It's perfect.
Yeah, right on top. So hit up Heartbeat Hot Sauce. Tell them your boys sent you, and use code REVIVAL, REVIVAL, and get 20% off your next order.
This episode is also brought to you by New England Auto and Truck Recyclers. New England Auto and Truck Recyclers, also known as NEATR, located in Winchendon, Massachusetts. Very centralized in Massachusetts for anybody out there. They are the leader for premium recycled auto parts. They provide engines, transmissions, body panels, wheels, used tires, interior parts, and all that good stuff. Everything is clean, tested, and reliable. All parts come with a 6-month warranty. Still crazy to me, but they do it. The website is finduseparts.com. Again, that's finduseparts.com. The phone number that you can reach them at is 1-800-553-3080. Then you can also check out their YouTube channel for new cars that they provide on their inventory. So check out NEATR. Again, finduseparts.com.
Do they have a Viper engine? That's what we're needing.
I didn't see that.
I'm going to buy a Pop
There was
Viper.
something. I'm going to actually look real quick.
I drove through Winchendon, actually, on Monday.
Beautiful Winchendon. You see the Cumberland Farms?
No.
That's unbelievable. in
Any gas
Winchendon.
station I saw out there was at your own risk.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's why this Cumberland Farms out there's like a beam of light coming down from the
Really?
clouds.
Oh,
of this
man, I wish I
place.
would have known.
It looked like the goddamn town hall.
Oh, yeah, because any of the places I went were, they were like 1.5 stars. On
I
the,
always
metrics.
aim for shady gas stations to go into. Like the local one to us,
Yeah.
I appreciate that place more and more.
Oh my God! Every time I go in there,
It wasn't red today though. I got a different guy.
Who'd you
It
have?
wasn't red, and it wasn't the
Baby
the
Yui?
Baby Yui. It was this other guy.
Yeah.
This guy looked a little more serious. You know,
One of the brothers? There's 2 of them there.
was Red one of the brothers?
No.
Nah, this guy, skinny guy, close cropped hair, could be a fighter.
Okay.
I didn't try him.
You didn't try them?
I
No.
didn't try him.
Yeah. I always appreciate that place. I've been hitting it more and more rather than the other seasons down the street. So I like it. They got a nice variety over there. Plus,
Yeah.
it always smells like
Great.
Subway.
Great variety.
Yeah.
Prices, it's a convenience store. You know what I mean? Prices are a little different.
It's convenience, not
It's more convenience
Yeah.
than price. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a deal store.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I pay it, man, every week. Big shout to whatever the name of that place is.
It doesn't really have any right now. It used to be called Gilmore's.
Big shout to the market formerly known as Gilmore's.
Yeah. Family sold it. These boys picked it up.
A lot of CBD
some young
products in there
hustlers.
now.
Dude, knife selection is getting better and better.
Yeah.
A little bit of glassware. That's how you know the place
Yeah.
really stepped it up.
Yeah.
It's bringing the heat.
They get the Rhino 9000 right on the counter.
Dude. They sure do.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Get a Red Bull, get a free Rhino 9000. You know what I mean? Have yourself a night.
Yeah, I was even just checking out the NEATR YouTube channel the other day.
Yep.
I knew there was a couple things. Veloster. There's the Hyundai Veloster on there.
Ooh.
If I don't know, whatever you're into that.
You're into that kind of shit?
Some Jeep Cherokee stuff. Nissan Sentra part out. F350.
Oh, there we
I
go.
mean the option. Oh, this was from a while ago, but they had a F-150 Lightning up there.
Oh.
Yeah, good stuff.
Pete Rance was looking for a Suzuki wiper mechanism.
Yeah. No such luck.
Yeah.
Not a big Suzuki spot anywhere.
Bit of trouble finding that thing.
Nah, I don't know if it popped off again. It probably didn't. We did a pretty good repair.
I mean, yeah, Noah did a great roadside repair of that.
Yeah, one of the best.
Seemed pretty solid. I think we can
If you'd like to leave a callback number, press 2.
callbacks.
You notice who we didn't read this time? That's because Josh did one read and got us thrown off.
That's it. We're out.
After months of me trying to get us thrown off of Manscaped, Josh finally did it with one great knuckleball read. And I just like to say how much I appreciate that.
Two-finger fastball.
Yeah, the two-finger fastball.
Imagine if I did the spitball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just Jesus.
Got us totally dumped, and that's wonderful. I'm very happy for that company.
Great news that we now have open availability for Premier sponsorship.
No, we
spots.
don't.
Yeah. Well,
Josh told me we don't.
We do.
It
We
depends.
do.
Highest bidder.
Yeah.
yeah. Negotiations.
Are you
a lot of
looking to
negotiations going
advertise
on right now?
Yeah.
on a podcast that reaches dozens of
Yeah.
listeners?
No, if you are, hit us up. There's a actually general contact form on the website now, as well as an advertising contact form. So just pop your info in there. And shouts to the people that have already. I have not forgotten about you. I know I got 2 or 3 of you the other day. I got to get the rest
Jesus.
probably this week.
Daddy Warbucks over
Yeah,
here. Jesus.
put it in an in-ground pool over here.
No, it's just more like an in-ground puddle.
There we go.
Do we have any callbacks?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what
Okay.
do you got?
First off, I got to get back to my Dogecoin victory. Big shout out to
Dogecoin.
36 Matvia who bought in hard. Your boy, my $8 is now worth $2,700.
I'm hurting.
Let's get it going.
Because I had 3,400
Oh,
coins,
that's exactly what I have.
3,400 coins. And I bought it with whatever, 3.5 cents. Then bought it again at like 5 cents. So whatever that averages out to be. And I was like, fuck this. This isn't going anywhere. I'm just going to throw it all in Bitcoin. Whatever. I'm going to get rid of this. I don't need to deal with this. Ah, fuck.
Dude, I'll tell you what. I mean, it's pretty funny because when Hertz went off the rails because they
Yeah.
got delisted, I
Yeah.
sold all my Hertz and bought Doge again, and it just kept it. And I don't know. I should sell it, but I'm not going to sell it because my overhead's $8, so I'm just
I
going to
know
hold on
that's
to
my
the end of
point.
time.
Is like my overhead was nothing, and like I don't know why I felt the need that like I can't. I mean, I spend so much more money on dumb shit. that I-
Absolutely.
I'm still in. I think I'm in at like average of 11 cents or so.
That's
you're
beautiful,
killing
dude.
it. Jesus.
You got to stick to the Doge. I know 36 Mafia went in hard.
Yeah.
Went in hard. So
Good on him. Did he receive
winners.
the C&D from Robinhood yet, like others we know?
No, Daddy Rick went in way hard
Bit hard.
and started day trading fast.
Wait,
Yeah.
what happened?
You know Rick?
Yeah.
Rick is incredible, and I gave him one tip on one thing, and it was the best tip I've ever given anybody. He went in heavy
Oh, like
and was
like
trading like a
very heavy.
maniac. Like every time I would go down, he'd sell and buy again.
Yeah.
And if you do that, if you don't have $25,000 in your account, Robinhood will be like, "You're a day trader. You need $25,000 or you can't stay on." So I think he got a 90-day pause, which is the Big Daddy type move.
Yeah.
But he made more money in that 10 days that he was able to trade than I've ever made on this thing. So God bless him, man.
Yeah.
It was.
I
it
see
was
the car's almost completed now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? All of a
I see
sudden.
a lot of work's been getting done
Yeah,
over there.
dude.
Yeah.
it's
when
filthy
he,
rich.
when he was telling us what he invested. It was just like my mind was blown, but it was also hilarious because he made out.
Yeah, I mean, I go in on blind luck all the time, but not hard. This man went in hard, and he
Right.
won.
Can't go too hard.
He won.
Yeah.
So, yeah, big shout. Also, a big shout to 36 Mafia generally, but one of his friends was able to buy a Civic Type R for MSRP.
That's a victory.
Yeah, he called up all the dealers within a 200-mile radius, and every time hit him with a markup, he said, "Bye, Felicia." Found one who said they don't do markups and can only sell for MSRP, no less, no gimmick, in and out in 30 minutes, including the trade for his 2020 SI. Is this considered a Chuck System victory? Sure.
I'll call it one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, getting a car for what a car should be sold at versus paying more for it in this.
Yeah, see, I would have
instance.
walked at MSRP. However, I also don't have a Civic SI.
Yeah.
Civic
Type R.
Type R. I had to
Yeah.
buy an X3M at below MSRP instead. But not as in demand.
It's true.
I've been seeing a lot of them though.
The Type R's?
No, the
X3Ms.
X3s.
And there's a red competition. Some lady
Oh my
drives
God.
by
Oh,
here
yeah.
all the
Yeah.
time.
We
She
see
gives
that
the
one.
beans. She knows.
Yeah.
She does, dude.
She lives in my neighborhood.
Imagine going over the railroad crossings. My car's terrible to drive around. Imagine it's stiffer.
Maybe she's
What-
not waving when she goes by. She's got the jitters.
Dude, what are you competing with? It's an SUV.
The old bone shaker.
Mine is wildly not comfortable to drive around in.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be honest, like it is sprung like a fucking Indy car. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. And like the selling point on the other one is that it's got 30 more horsepower and it's 15% stiffer. Like
It's
fuck,
stiffer.
no.
Yeah.
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 No, I don't want stiffer. You got to go X5M if you're in the market, and you got about a $30,000 swing between the two. X5M, the air suspension, man. You put that on comfort mode, fastest couch on the road. X3M drives like an M3 on stilts.
Yeah.
Same rebound and everything. It's just like, what the
that's
fuck?
what it is. Just a little bit bigger. It's got to, actually, yeah, that's it. It's a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Bigger step to get in.
It's harder to get in. Rope ladder.
Yeah.
But it's fine. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Glad I leased it. What else we got?
What do you got?
We put out a video I was going to get into.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Are you going to jump in the video early?
I was going to get into our video as a callback, but do you want me to get into it in the videos?
No, let's do it now. Why not?
Yeah.
All right. So we put out another video, but the rally, Corey and I termed the "fuck your mother" rally. Yeah. Josh was not into it and bleeped the whole video out every time we said the "fuck your mother" rally. So now it's a bleep 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 rally.
Yeah.
I guess it wasn't found funny.
No.
Please watch it. It's hilarious.
I was honestly concerned. I'm like, should we be putting this on the internet? But I guess
I don't think it matters.
In all reality, it didn't really
Bring a dinner
matter.
plate.
What's it called?
Have you ever watched 1320 videos?
Not really. Other than
These guys are going
Really?
like 200
Yeah.
on public highways.
yeah, that's true too. That's
Yeah.
fair enough. Yeah, touche.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious.
With the license plates and faces, just like, yeah.
Yeah,
Let me get
throwing 10K on the hood. Yeah.
Well,
all
when you
right,
watch a
fair
lot of the
enough.
street racing 1320s, though, they have everybody blurred out.
Yeah,
it's
except
awesome.
for like two people in some of the videos when they're like, like the desert of Arizona.
And
Yeah.
it's blatantly that guy's Kyle's voice. But we should make some bleep, bleep, bleep rally merch, I think. If we could do like a sketch drawing of one of those weird cars. The one I drove, whatever the wagon
Like
R,
the
that just had
wagon
bleep, bleep, bleep rally, it'd be
Just
funny.
draw a toaster.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically a
wheels.
toaster vehicle. But we put that out, I don't know.
It was fun.
Yeah,
Ransom Pete, he just in the chat, save Doge for Doge from Japan.
there you go.
Yeah, Doge from Japan.
I'm sure he's already doging more from Japan.
He's got to be, man.
Oh, he is. I mean,
He's
oh,
feeling
man.
froggy over there. I know he
Also,
is.
back to the video that hey buddy, no cameras over here.
That's so
It was
awesome. I'm
sort
glad
of
it came through because I have that mic on the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, that video is hilarious. We had a lot of fun doing it. We spent you can't even get how much time we spent outside that damn gate
Yeah.
from the video because
Yeah.
it was terrible.
Just as much time as it took to drive home, we
just stood outside the
standing
gate.
outside.
Yeah, it was a solid 3.5, 4 hours.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, you
I'd give
debated.
it probably about 3 hours.
You
Yeah,
debated walking 4 miles away.
that was early on too.
But yeah, no cameras, which is bullshit, by the way. But whatever.
Yeah, it's
You're on a
definitely
public
bullshit.
sidewalk. I mean, you can film whatever you want. You film the goddamn FBI
Right.
headquarters from a public sidewalk.
Right,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah, they
I
make
can't
him out.
film this random guy's Japanese car yard.
They
Get outta
make him
here.
out and ask questions, but yeah, it's not illegal.
Ask whatever you want. You know what I mean?
I look forward to the next Bleep Your Mother rally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna happen. Hopefully, I'm bleeping something I want back here. I know if you're looking for a Japanese import, Pete's trying to spend some money right now.
Pete's
I think he moved some cars, so he's in the chat room. He'll probably tell me not to say this, but if you're looking for something, let your boy know. I'll see if I can filter it over to Petey because
Yeah,
he's bringing in
yeah.
some stuff.
he's got some
Uh,
moves.
He wants to bring in some hot movers,
Yeah.
so he's taking requests.
Speaking of Pete,
Yeah.
Pete is such a captain of bad decisions.
Yes, he
I
is.
sent Pete a screenshot of a car on Facebook Marketplace. I
Yeah.
sent it to you guys. It was a Mercur XR4 Ti, right? I see it, shitty photos, okay description, $1,000.
Sounds like a good deal.
So I'm like, what? I know they go for more than that when you can find them. If this is even remotely real, this is how I end up with the Polo because I didn't think it was real, and I went there and checked it out. Hit up Pete. Pete's like, I'll go check it out tomorrow. I'll bring cash. How much you looking to spend?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
He does say right. There's no.
Yeah, it was just.
There's no. It's just.
Unfortunately, the person never got back to me. They saw all my messages. The car's sold now, but damn, he was down for a bad decision. And a Mercur XR4 Ti would probably be up there.
Yeah, that's a
That's
great
a-
bad decision.
Yeah.
But your boy really wanted one. I've always really wanted one. I mean, the mid-wing, everything, it's like the poor man's Cosworth over
Yeah.
here. So
Also, speaking of Pete, I think Noah spent like $200 on tolls coming back from that event.
I haven't got any of mine yet.
I know. Noah's gotten like $60 fines from every toll we went through.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And I told him to tell Pete, and he won't. But Pete, I think Noah spent $200 on tolls coming
Because
back.
he was
Every
explaining.
toll I drove to, I was like, "Fuck you!"
So
He got charged for like driving the whole New Jersey Parkway like 3 times
because he
somehow.
lost his ticket, or he couldn't grab the ticket.
Yeah, because it was too far away.
So when you don't grab the ticket and cannot present a ticket to show where you came from, they have to charge you the whole thing.
Yeah.
So the conversation went something like, "But I've been on this highway for literally like a mile and a half." The guy's just like, "I don't know what to tell you, man. I could have charged you full price." So there's that.
Jersey's the worst, man. Also, a callback, because I don't want to talk about it in the videos. I checked out Amelia Hartford's YouTube channel because I told you how I saw her on the this versus that stuff, and I didn't like her attitude.
I don't know. I've been watching them.
I know you have, but I went in there, and like every single one's clickbait. It's like, this guy gets in my face. This cucky guy is in a take-in, and his car sucks. And like all the titles are like that. I'm like, oh.
That's what it is.
So you're in, huh?
Yeah, not bad. I mean, I'm on the fence, but I won't lie. I watch most of them.
Damn. It's working, man.
Yeah, it is. The clickbait got me.
And continues to.
It does
yes,
its job, yeah.
Yes, continuous.
We got to get more clickbaity.
Yeah, we definitely get more
And
clickbaity.
just take pictures of ourselves.
Yeah, if we could get clickbaity, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
You know, like all the thumbnails they look like. It's like they've got their fucking head in their hands, or they're shrugging their shoulders.
Well,
Whatever
he's
it is.
shook over there. Looks like he's doing something.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was talking earlier. I saw some guy that like taught his girlfriend how to skateboard. His like super hot girlfriend.
Yeah.
He was like, "This is my girlfriend's year progress." I watched the video.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
obviously. Yeah.
So we need to get an intern for that kind of stuff.
It was
you know what I mean?
strategically taken photo for the thumbnail.
Yeah, we just need a thumbnail chick, maybe even a thumbnail dude. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Put him in the thumbnails. Boom.
Right. Right. Who's the best looking guy we know?
English Ben, probably.
Yeah,
Probably,
definitely English
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
English Ben. He's in California though.
Yeah. Well, you can still
He'll
send.
send us pictures.
You can still send pictures. Yeah. You can still send nudes.
Yeah, English Ben. Shout to you. Also, send Josh some topless shots.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
it's clickbait anyways.
After the pump, after you achieve the pump at the Gold's Gym, preferably oiled up.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll really take the channel in a whole different
He's gonna be
direction.
totally disturbed when they don't end up on the thumbnails. What happened to those pictures? Nothing.
I've been sending you guys pictures for 3 months. Where have they gone?
Never received one.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I don't know if anyone saw it, but Justice Bieber 69 made a little
love that
meme
guy.
of your boy.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that was really good.
Yes.
I was fucking hysterical.
Gone in 69 seconds.
We should
Not
print that
exactly.
as a poster and put it in the office.
I gotta get him to
Oh,
send it to
fuck,
me
we
again. It
should. That's a
disappeared.
great
I forgot
idea.
to screenshot it. So
Oh,
yeah,
man. I got a great
Mr.
idea.
Beaver,
I
when
got an
you,
absolutely great
Yeah, that was really good.
when you hear this, yeah, you
That was
gotta-
like very well done.
Yeah.
Like there was time. It wasn't just like a slap and together. That was actually done very well.
He said, let's see, where is it? He says, and to think I got paid to do it. And I said, I don't know who's paying you, but you better cash it on. And he says, work doesn't know they pay me to do it yet.
But they need to pay you more.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was super funny. Shout out to
Justin
you.
Bieber.
Very funny.
That poster was
Yeah.
great, man. Yeah, we really. That's how you know we made it.
Yeah.
Justice Bieber's making us movie posters. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I got an idea for a couple. What else do we have for callbacks?
ELJ Photography. Gina's watching you once you mentioned tolls.
Yeah.
She's long gone.
She's here today.
Oh, is she?
She's here with the vice president lady,
Harris.
Harris.
Oh, they're in town. I didn't know
They're
they were
hanging
in town.
out in town, fucking up traffic.
I was gonna say,
Where?
maybe
Where?
that's why.
I know
get stuck
locally,
in
man.
more
I
traffic.
assume the nice places, not
Oh.
here.
Yeah.
Tell you that much.
Certainly not this side
Yeah,
of town.
she and the vice president just driving around town doing a victory lap because Gina didn't even say bye when she left Rhode
I know,
Island.
just
She
disappeared.
dipped
Yeah.
out.
Adios.
Now she's coming back like a pharaoh, you know? There's a bunch of Rhode Islanders carrying her through the streets. It's terrible.
Prince Ali. Call back to our magazine. Our magazine is printed. It is
Yes.
here.
I want to see how long it's going to take you.
I honestly I wouldn't have even thought of if that wasn't on the table. I probably would have clear forgot about it. We've actually already shipped some out. My wife forced me to drop some off on my way here.
There you go.
So literally as soon as we got the many boxes upstairs, which I still got to carry more, she started opening them up and firing the orders out. So we probably already got, I don't know, 35, 40 of them out in the first batch, just quick. Like,
Zine's on the table.
So-
Salami's in there.
yep, exactly. So they are still up currently. It says pre-order. I got to take the time. Probably if you listen to this today, it won't say pre-order anymore. It'll just be order. We're gonna have probably 30, 35-ish maybe up there for sale. So if you didn't pre-order one and you want to grab one still, go visit the website because they should still be there for a few days. And yeah, that's it. Shouts to everybody who bought one. Thank you very much.
Shouts to
And,
everybody in it.
Yeah, we're stoked to have it done, complete, and let the world
How far are we on the
put
next
their
one?
hands on it.
I haven't even looked at it.
I know we're gonna do one.
All right, we got another one coming.
Yeah.
Issue 8 will happen. Yeah, we get some ideas. What direction we're gonna take it as well. So
Well, I'm excited about a direction.
Yeah, I'm going.
yeah.
I'm going 2-page article this time.
You
you're
want
going
2 page?
well, you technically got 2 pages.
I'm going 4-page.
Yeah.
The ramblings. Oh my god, I can't wait for the world. To
I didn't
read
even
that.
know. I didn't even know what I'm going to talk about. That was pretty much my passion.
Right, you
Gas stations.
You left it all on the line.
spent- Yeah,
I left it all, man. I left my heart on my sleeve right
It
there.
was like that one, that boxer that fights the one time and that's it. Calls
Yeah,
it quits.
hang him up.
Yeah. What else do you have for callbacks?
I'm good.
That's all I got. Oh, I got a rumor mill / deep thoughts.
Okay.
I don't have my soundboard though. Sure, whatever. Not that I ever had one for deep thoughts. You can read online a lot about the chip shortage, like slowing down new car sales. I don't know if you guys have read that.
Yeah.
And you can see used car prices are going through the roof because dealers want used cars on the lot to sell those. So you can trade your stuff in for a ton of money. We just printed a couple $1 trillion, so American dollars not worth
Everybody's
anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're trying to slow the train down of selling new cars, and they're going to do this by dropping all incentives. That's what I've been told
Oh wow.
from different sources.
So dropping, would you say dropping all?
Dealer incentives.
Mhm.
Most manufacturers are not going to be offering incentives as the year goes on.
So,
is
like-
what I've heard. I mean, it might not happen, but
Yeah.
from what I understand, even if I got a buddy looking at buying a Jeep, I think there's only one incentive this month for it.
Yeah.
You're going to see that slowly dry up. There's no real reason to do it right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think if you're gonna buy, you should probably score something in the next month or so.
Yeah. Do it now.
Because and I know specifically domestic producers. I don't know if some of the international ones are gonna continue, but it doesn't seem like there's gonna be a lot of like hot deals going on.
So I don't even know if Volkswagen offers it anymore, but one time they offered 0%. So stuff like that will unfortunately go away for a while.
I think money's pretty cheap, so there'll probably be still decent finance rates. But some like the dealer cash shit, some of that
cash back or anything on the hood.
Yeah.
Realistically,
I
that
think
sort of
they're
stuff.
going to go away. So that's just kind of a deep thought / rumor mill going on. I've heard
Now's
it from a
the-
couple different people now. So
It would make sense because if they don't need to do it, why even offer it? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, well,
Right.
is it, like if you want to, like I'll tell you what, used cars are so hot right now. I was going to call Jimmy at BMW and be like, "Will you take my car back and order me a purple one?"
Yeah.
Because that'd be hilarious.
Well, that and like I'm sure he can probably turn around and sell that for
Immediately.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd honestly think you take the lease back after a couple months.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, just to
Get me a Daytona one. That'd be so funny. Imagine a purple X3M.
that would be
Competition, obviously, it's
quite-
too loosey goosey for me. I need to
Right.
really hug the
You
road.
really need that bone shaking suspension setup.
Yeah, but that's what's happening, man. That's what I've been told.
That's what you've been told.
That's what I've been told.
That's what you seen.
I heard it somewhere that Kinder's talking about, and then I talked to some people in the industry, and that seems to be what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a local dealer to us, and he was saying that he may end up with no vehicles on the lot pretty much this summer because does a lot of full-size trucks, SUVs, Jeeps, and he said that prices at the auction that he was buying 30-40% higher than they were, and there's just no quality product out there. And he said, I might have an empty lot at some point.
Yeah, pretty wild, man.
Yeah.
Never seen anything
That's
like
quite
it.
crazy.
Before we move on to the news, Shook, you were into some shit this weekend. Come tell us about it.
Oh yeah, come over
Yeah, come
here
over-
and tell
yeah,
us
I got a
about
little
the
mic
shit
for
you
you.
were
Yeah,
into.
come share the mic.
Come on,
Wait, don't look surprised.
don't look weird at me.
Yeah. Right here.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with your hand?
Just
You gonna
stand
put 'em in
up.
your
Yeah, you
pocket?
can stand up. You don't
No,
need
no,
a chair.
bring the chair. No,
Yeah.
it'll be funnier if you bring the chair.
Yeah.
If you're more
Come on over.
comfortable with the chair, bring the chair. Go ahead, Shook.
Do I look okay?
Yeah.
No, you look perfect.
I don't know. Nobody's monitoring the video.
Yeah, ask Shook.
True.
Oh, you haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, no. I'm sure you look beautiful.
So what's up?
What do you want to know?
What did you do this weekend?
Yeah, what did you do this weekend?
Maiden voyage.
Maiden voyage.
In what? In what?
E36.
Well, tell us about
E36.
that.
Yep.
What part? It was all a nightmare, really. Big shout out to my friend Pat.
Big shout to Pat.
helped me wire the radiator fan in the 9th hour, which I swiftly and promptly broke
Nice.
when I was moving all the wires. It slipped and blew a relay, so that was cool. But replaced that and drove the car for the very first time over to Jimmy Oak's Cars and Coffee.
Yep.
Steering wheel was like upside down because the alignment's so bad, but it was awesome.
You get a love from the people or what?
I wasn't paying attention much.
That's my guy.
I don't know. It was good. Like it just felt. It's been so long since I've had a car that I could enjoy and like could give a shit about.
Yeah.
So like just driving it, you know.
It was like, get to this milestone at the very least.
Oh, dude,
You can refine the rest of the shit, but
Does
Yeah.
does the listener base know what motor's in your E36?
I don't know. 302 5-liter mistake. I know we have a couple listeners that have the same motor.
In less appropriate chassis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, for what it's worth, I probably should have went with an M motor. It's just whatever. I wanted to be a little bit different, give myself a headache, and I did succeed in that, I guess. But no, it was sick, man.
what are let's tell us the next few weeks with the car. What's the plan? When's the first event? And again, this is a drift build.
Yeah, definitely drift build.
Piss missile.
Missile.
Bears are asking me to get out there for the next event. As
Which
long
is
as
May 13,
coming up
May
quick.
13, 14, 15, something
Is that
like
the
that.
one where we all
Yeah.
get to drive it?
I'd like to put some seat time on it before we blow it up. I mean,
That's
yeah,
true.
sure.
That's
I mean,
Yeah,
skid
we'll,
pad, yeah.
we'll get
Yeah, we'll
plenty
put
of
some
seat
seat time in it.
So, I mean, really the only thing that I need to do is make sure that, you know, it's going to pass tech. So we just need a battery tied
Oh,
up.
we-
we've
no, you'll
seen
pass
that.
tech,
Yeah,
not a problem.
Yeah.
we got eyes on that. We know exactly
Do
what
you,
it looks like.
do you have the bungee cords holding the battery down?
Not yet.
All right. As
We
soon as
could.
yeah, we'll pop that
Well,
in.
I'll follow the Chuck Tech system and
Exactly. Just
Yeah.
put a couple of wood screws through some
Two by
hinges to
fours.
hold it. Yeah.
Zip it right
Whoosh.
through. Yeah,
It's in.
the
sandwich.
door lock on the hold the battery down.
My
Quick
ba-
disconnect.
My battery is sandwich mounted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So yeah, I mean, just alignment. I think you need a fire extinguisher.
Yep,
Yep.
you do.
So I
Yeah.
need a mount fire extinguisher. I want an alignment. I don't-
SA 2020 helmet.
I don't have that. I need to order that.
Got to make sure you don't use worm clips on your fuel lines.
Ooh, I have those.
Oh, you're already fucking up.
Yeah, we're not ready.
You're ways
We're not
away.
ready.
This
I
doesn't
mean-
even happen this year.
You got a heat shield?
I have a heat shield.
Okay,
Like I'm 50% there.
It's a V8 though. Do you need a heat shield?
probably extra.
Got enough bald eagles to protect it.
That's true. The bald eagles probably protect whatever you're protecting with the heat shield.
How big are your fans? You got enough fans?
You got fans on that thing?
I have 2 fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got underglow on it yet?
Not yet. So I'm not ready for the night events.
No, not ready for that.
But everything else seems to be good. I mean, no leaks. It seemed to be running okay.
You did a burnout.
I did a
Yeah,
fucking
so you left
burnout.
pretty spicy.
Yeah, so
So you're not allowed back at those events now?
everybody was doing it. It was the cool thing to do.
This is how the fucking H2O happens.
So I was
This is-
trying
this is the
different
problem.
tunes. My like
Jumping off bridges?
the math was fucking up again.
Yep.
And so I tried a different tune. It's got like this weird switchy thing.
HKS controller?
It's almost like that. It's
What
not
was
like
the-
it's
an
from the
Apexi.
early
No,
90s.
that's what
Apexi fuel
Apexi
controller,
I.
boy?
That's what I'm thinking of.
FMU, the
Yeah, the blue screen one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was messing up. So I tried a different tune. This kid's like, you know, roast 'em. My girlfriend's like, you got to do it. And I was like, well, I'm not a bitch.
Well, yeah, one thing I am not is a bitch, ma'am.
So I rev it up, dump the clutch, shuts off.
Nice.
Kid walks over, you blowing axe? I was like, no, I got to put the hot cam tune on. I just roasted first and second. Kid looked back.
Upgrade you can with a computer, man.
So it was sailed into the sunset.
Glug glug tune.
Not listening to a damn thing, no radio.
It's beautiful.
It was great.
That's a picturesque weekend.
It was awesome. And then we got hot dogs.
Oh, yeah.
So I really, honestly, my Saturday, I got home and I just put the arms up.
yeah,
That was
that's
it.
it.
That was it for
Did
the
it, bud.
weekend. Yeah. Yeah.
My
Weekend unlocked.
girlfriend was clearly unimpressed the
Yeah,
entire
totally.
time.
That's how you know you did it right.
Yeah, she's like, this car sucks.
Yep.
This
No,
car's all right.
you got to get that thing ready for Lock City, though. Is that like a week away now?
May something. It's this month. Like
It's in May.
about 2 weeks. I think
mean,
2 weeks. Not this weekend. Next weekend.
I'll register for it, but like, I don't have a helmet. I don't have anything. As long as, I don't know, they're not going to let me out. I have to sort everything in a week. I don't think I have enough time.
No, you got it.
Yeah. What are you doing after this?
Just weld the battery tie down. and go
Yeah.
for it.
You can make it happen.
Yeah, you'll get it. We'll
Yeah.
put so many GoPros on the thing, you'll have to pass tech.
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
It's
I
like
wish
a
I had
mindset.
more to report. I honestly, when I didn't even really, I walked around a little bit. I didn't look at a single car.
I was just gonna ask how Jimmy's event was.
It was neat. It was organized.
Don't like that at all.
Big turnout. A lot of Subarus. A lot of normal stuff. I don't know. I wasn't really looking at the cars. It was more about friends. You know, there's a ton of friends there.
Friends, and you were thinking about the hot dogs.
You going A group?
Dude. Yeah, sign up for A group first.
Yeah.
Naturally, never been on the track before.
Yeah, definitely
just
A
dive
group.
right in.
Yep.
Go
A
right
group,
for the A.
yeah.
I feel like if anything,
Party of three? You can only run party of three?
I'd rather them.
Mandem tandem.
Party of three?
I'd rather them pull me back than me
Exactly.
hold
You don't
myself
want
back.
to. You don't want to start low and then get held back.
Right. Yeah.
Then
You just
stuck
go out there.
Aim for
Party
the
of three.
moon.
2 guys behind you has no idea what's going on. You got 3 going. Dude, that's it.
That's the way to play.
All
it.
right, Group A, party of 3.
Straight to the circuit.
Exactly.
Clubhouse. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to the clubhouse.
Well, sounds like you had a good weekend.
It was awesome.
I hope you enjoyed the gaggers.
Appreciate
and,
that.
We look forward to hearing what happens next.
Yeah. Well, we'll take the car for a ride too. I want to get it aligned probably this week, so maybe next Wednesday I'll have it up here.
Oh wow!
All right.
I wasn't serious about you driving it up here, but sure.
I'm gonna drive it all the time. It may not have a hood, but I will drive it up
All
here.
right. need a
fair
hood.
enough.
Is there anything we know? No
That's
hood
not where we're
necessary.
going.
It's only a suggestion.
Dude, you can align that thing with tape measure, no problem, buddy. You got 2 tape measures?
There's just so many things. I have so many toe
Yeah, you
arms.
just crank
and
'em till they're right.
caster and-
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Oh,
smash
boy.
them all the way out, and
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine.
As long as it's like that, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
If it's like that, it turns better. You don't want that.
I can't remember the amount of cars.
Self-centering this way.
The amount of cars I see crab walking down the road
Yeah,
is
dude.
alarming.
Yeah.
There was, I forget, it was a little red something. I don't know, not a
Corvette?
Corvette, not a Corvette. I wish. I don't remember, but I'm like, this fucking thing it's going straight and sideways at the same
Yeah.
time. I don't
Dude, it's
understand
called
what's
drifting.
happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not that,
look it
but
up.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Drifting.
get the net.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I kind of want to drive around with the bulldog alignment,
Yeah, there you go.
big front stance, and just like the super tiny rear.
Yeah, that was like the theme of the Lock City we were at
Yeah,
last
the
time.
last one.
Could
For
do
the-
like a blow-off valve on the 302, so it's NA turbo.
Nothing
Yeah.
like it.
It's
Put it
ready,
on your
Best
AC
of
line.
both worlds.
it's ready to go. You're ready
Blasting Freon.
ready for those burnout races.
The old burnout races.
All right.
Well, Shook, thanks so much.
Thanks, buddy.
It's been wonderful.
We appreciate it.
We get some real project updates going
Try
on.
not to unhook any of the cables as
Unhook
we go
all those
back over
cables.
this.
No, he's good.
That was quite good. I'm looking forward to seeing his car in person.
Yeah.
Cue the boys.
Sure.
News.
News.
The news.
What do we got?
Well, apparently, boys, the 370Z is finally truly dead, according to Jalopnik.
Yeah.
Does it have anything to do with the 400Z?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. But if you look around for any stock in dealer lots or nothing, there's nothing.
Really?
Dunzo, no 370Z. Time to start saving for that 400.
We won't find out about like a 370Z being sold in the year 2023 as like a brand new.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Oh, man. Those
what's
are my
it-
favorite.
What
The
is it,
Vipers.
like the or no? Oh yeah. One of
Yeah.
those, or I thought you were gonna say like the 53rd anniversary edition or
Yeah.
whatever, something.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, if you were like the last one to buy a 370Z and the new one comes out like even within 10 grand of the old one,
Yeah.
you'd be like, oh Jesus, I messed this up. Really
Yeah.
messed that up.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, there's been a few.
The 400Z looks to be the car, if you will.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a
The whole
lot.
dick and balls.
It's gonna be the entire
really
thing.
is.
Yeah.
Really is nice, cleanly one.
So yeah, those are
Uh,
out. 400s are coming down the line.
Yeah.
Coming around the mountain.
Next year.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe.
Either this year or beginning of next.
I think it might. Well, they
I think it's
debuted
big-
already, but I
Yeah,
think
it's probably the end of this year. They'll probably start getting in the lots, but it's going to be next model year.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for it, man. I don't know. I like the 400Z.
Yep.
We'll see what happens when it actually comes out. But I mean, based on specs, weight, everything on that car, the way it looks, damn, it's a nice little upgrade.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I dig it.
hate to be the guy to buy the last 370Z, but God bless you.
I can't imagine. Like, are they even selling right now? I mean, you just have to be oblivious.
They
to it
sold
if you
all
go
of them.
buy one.
There's none left.
There's not. It's all gone.
Yeah, that's the whole point of my news.
Well, I know they stopped it, but it's dead.
It's dead. You can't buy one. They're not selling.
There's nothing on the lot
Nothing on lots.
ever anywhere.
Nope. Go on.
Okay.
Sorry, buddy. You can't be the guy to buy the last one.
Shame. I was hoping to be that guy.
I mean, if you look, I mean, you have to look harder than Jalopnik, which I mean, probably not that hard.
Chances are there's tons of new inventory.
But anyways, Yeah, I mean, there shouldn't be. I don't think there's 2021 370Zs.
Yeah.
370.
370 Zs.
Production is only expected to debut in 2022 as a 2023 model.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So we're going to have the year of
Oh,
no
wow.
Z.
Wow.
Wow, I thought it was the end of this.
I was really hoping it was going to be the end.
Oh, wow. That's hard to read.
Ah, that's a bummer. Okay.
Okay.
Andy, what do you think about the new 400Z? You're not much of a new car guy, are you?
No, I've seen it. I
Yeah.
like it. I think it looks mean.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm into it.
You're not a big Nissan guy, right?
Not a big Nissan guy.
Not a big Nissan
Not
guy.
a big Nissan.
Not
well,
a lot of
correction,
Nissan guys generally out there.
Not a big new Nissan guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm coming from the world of working on them every day, not as
Yeah.
fun toy cars.
Not a lot of fun toy rogues out there.
Unfortunately, not.
Those things are on the streets all the time, though. Those rogues, those things sell like hotcakes.
Muranos?
There
Muranos
are.
are everywhere.
Oh, I hate those things.
The Muranos?
Yeah.
Are they tough time?
Like I said, I just don't enjoy working on new
Yeah.
Nissans. They give you a hard time
Yeah.
on a lot of things. Nothing wants to come apart.
Son of a bitch.
I mean, they had a big run of Altimas that had just the floors were missing out of them, like 2010-ish.
Oh,
Altimas,
Jesus.
everyone that came in, floors are rotted out of them.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not good.
No.
Imagine thinking you're buying a quality vehicle. And that's what
I
you
don't
get
think
stuck with.
anyone's thinking that. I don't think anyone's
no.
really thinking they're buying a quality
People are
vehicle.
definitely
Nissan.
thinking they're buying a quality vehicle.
What
What
you
are you
got?
looking at me like over that for?
What are you giggling about over
yeah, he's all.
Because he preemptively was like, they don't think.
there? Yeah, I don't think so. Altima's floors.
Josh is
falling out, 10
looking.
years
What do you
old.
got, buddy?
I'm trying to find one
You buy one?
on a lot at the moment, but I so far I'm coming up swinging.
Told you, buddy. There's nothing.
And it's shit ton of used ones for way too much money.
Yeah, I mean that's going to start falling off hard. You probably
It
get a
has
good
to.
year of used ones, right? This is no Z's, so if somebody really wants a Z for some reason, they'd buy
Someone
it.
really
and then
needs
the
one.
new baby's going to come out, and those things are going to absolutely hit the fucking dumpster price wise.
Right to the drift circuit.
Because like they're not turbo. Everybody wants turbo. Turbo's coming. I mean, how
Yeah.
much are you going to pay for a turbo kit for one of those things? Get that Hiroshima hair dryer off eBay for like $300. Throw some piping on it. Call it a day. That's something you do at your shop, Andy? Throw eBay turbo kits on Nissans?
I think I'd have to take a pass on that one.
That'd be a solid pass.
Yeah, that's a hard pass.
Just looking, cars.com nationwide, so no mileage limit. There are no new 370Zs possible.
Yeah, that's a level of research I believe that Jalopnik
Yeah.
put in
I
as
just-
well.
Well, I
just-
just want to make sure I verified. You gotta-
Confirmed,
yeah,
yeah.
They
check
were
it
like,
confirmed.
listen, we need an article. See what we can't find online.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Let's make an article. And I was like, you know what I need? Content for the podcast.
Boom.
Boom.
Send
These
it.
guys did it for me.
You know what? I'm going to go one step further. We're going to go Auto Trader.
You going to the trader?
Yeah, you got to check your so, I don't even know.
Yeah, you got to
The
confirm.
sources.
Confirm your
Confirm
sources.
sources. You need 2 sources to make it true.
Yeah.
Exactly. Fact checking. Old Corey fact checker over here.
Yeah, we're going to make sure.
I did just try 2
Yeah.
dealership lots and came up
Came up nothing.
empty.
What am I going to spend all this Dogecoin on?
Yeah, I know, right? What are you going to do?
Maybe you could spend it on the 2022 Toyota GR Corolla.
Auto Trader confirmed. 0 new cars.
Are you going to get
Wow.
a GR Corolla news right now? Was that a lead in?
It
a
was
segue?
a lead, a
Let's do it.
segue right into it. So, GR Corolla looks like it's coming to the United States of America.
Yes.
Going to be priced around $30,000, and we kind of knew a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
Still hasn't been confirmed, but the speculation is that it's going to be the 257 horsepower turbocharged 3-cylinder from the Yaris. So
It's the 3-cylinder?
that's what.
I thought we were looking at something that said it was going to be a 4-cylinder and more powerful.
257 on a 3-cylinder, though.
Pretty
I know.
spicy.
257 in the hatchback.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Again,
do
we
it for
don't.
me.
Nothing's been confirmed, but I mean, this would almost be like, all right, we're not getting the Yaris, but we get this, just same drivetrain.
I mean, that's twice the horsepower over what they currently have.
I
Yeah.
honestly don't know what they. Oh wait, here we go. Current examples.
110? I don't. Yeah.
Let me open this
Not
new
much.
link.
I mean, I hope it's great.
It looks
I mean,
like
it's
it's gonna be great.
GTI horsepower, right?
Yeah, about that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a little less because I think GTI's new GTI. I don't know what the Mark 8 is going to be.
I seen pictures of the
You
Mark
should-
8. It looks all right.
What do we got for? Yeah, I said, what do we got for
Oh
photos
man,
over
I'm
here?
looking at the picture of the Corolla hatch, man. That's looking very cleanly. That blue one,
Yeah,
does that have underglow? Can you enter that in Lock City immediately?
It definitely has underglow.
Wow,
Lock
right of the
City
drift.
package ready.
Yeah, that's the Lock
Option.
City pack.
Optional.
I.
You
So-
going?
If
Toyota dealers reach out. We get a sale.
is there a Shook? Just I know you're gonna have a mic, but is there a cutoff for you, hypothetically? 35? Still in? Not in.
Not in
Not in
35.
at 35, but okay at 30.
The Corolla and the Civic are supposed to be affordable sports cars.
Right. Right, 35 is getting too high.
Yeah.
And I mean, 35 would price it out of GTI territory. Well, actually, yeah, it would, because GTI territory is 28, obviously, give or take.
Wait, are there actually GTIs available for 28 grand?
That I do not know. I'm not.
Really? I thought they were
It's
all
a-
like
it's-
kind of closer to like the 31.
It's MSRPing for 28 and change. 28,695. On lot, who knows?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let's go to Maddie VW. Shouts to Maddie Volkswagen.
All right. Well.
They pay for that ad placement?
Yeah,
or
look
what?
at the title sponsors here.
Jesus, man. Yeah.
No. Just some friends.
That don't come free.
Yeah, Josh will be driving the GTI next time we see him. Oh
Yeah.
no, this is just something they had lying around.
Yeah.
Just something to hit.
This is nothing.
Nah,
don't
this
even
whole
know
thing.
how to-
Nah, I've had this forever.
Let's see. What's interesting is I only see one 2021 car on the lot.
Let me hear about it.
That's not what we want.
Oh boy,
That's a Nissan. Let me
might be
just
fresh
see.
out. Maybe they're on
New
the Ever Given.
inventory. Give me a moment here.
Of
Yeah.
Bill
There we
Gates'
go.
heat ray.
They pay for that to get back yet or what?
The Ever Given? No, I think they scrapped it.
Yeah.
Sold that baby for scrap value.
They're unloading those containers by hand right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So here we go. Oh wow. Okay. So it is more horsepower than I'm sorry. The Corolla is more power than the GTI. GTI is 228.
Oh shit, is weak.
Starting price of 28,695. That would be the 2.0 TS. Then there are, let's see, multiple other trims, but oh my God, of course, they always do this. There's the S, the SE, SE Autobahn, 2.0 T Autobahn goes all the way up to a whopping $37,745.
How about the driver's edition?
I do not see the DE edition. Still same horsepower, so 228 horsepower for nearly $40,000. And this is probably why the R is going to be over 40, and you'll get whatever it is, 305. So at 257 for 30, that thing's a deal.
And 3 cylinders.
And 3 cylinders, so yeah.
Toyota's usually a better value than Volkswagen anyway. I mean, price wise, right? I mean,
Yeah, I think so. I'm sure that
yeah, I mean,
although
the fact
this
that's not going to explode immediately.
uh
You think it's going to explode immediately?
well, there's just look up GR Yaris.
Are they
stuff.
exploding?
There's some stuff.
Oh, if you add a little more weight to that, it'd probably be fine then.
There's been some happenings. Now,
Explosions? Are we talking Focus RS type explosions?
No, I don't know if it's a
Substantiated claim?
Are people tuning them and they're blowing up?
no,
or are they just-
no. These are just blowing up. But I don't know if it's because of just beating the snot out of.
Yeah, but you should be able to do that. That's the
Yeah,
whole point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's its kind of gimmick right now.
Yeah,
There's
that's why you
some-
buy a car with a warranty.
There's some that have had some issues. Let's put it that way.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How bad?
Interesting.
Motor, bye.
Parts of it came out on the road?
No, but
Let the smoke out?
as soon as they looked, they went, "Oh, that's not supposed to look like that."
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, we're talking bent metal inside.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. There we go.
I don't know who this is, but Peter Sobiaka, whatever his name is, says he got his 2018 GTIS brand new for $23,300. 23 is
2018 GTI S
solid-
brand new
That's
at
a
the
pretty
door.
good Josh level pronunciation of that man's last name. Sobiaka. Big shout.
big shout to Peter Sobiaka over there. But that's a
Sobo-
hell of a price for a GTI.
Soboijo.
Sobio.
Yeah, that's a hell of a price. I mean, 23 grand.
23.
For that.
That's
Yeah.
solid. Yeah.
I mean, it is a 2018, but I don't know if that's new or not. But it doesn't matter.
He said brand new.
oh, it's-
23.3 out the door.
The name really kind of threw me for a loop.
No,
there.
but that guy, he probably went in there guns blazing.
That's a Chuck victory right there.
Yeah, there's a victory. We'll count it. Put it on the cot.
Yeah.
Yep, that counts. Yeah, so that's not the Yaris, the Corolla, which again is a real looker. Hopefully it brings the heat, and hopefully it's priced around
Hopefully it comes with matching underglow to the paint. That's
30
all I need.
grand.
Give me that Lock City Drift package.
What else we got?
This isn't really news. It's just funny. Did anyone see the video of Jeff Bezos driving the Rivian to the Blue Origin landing site, and he's
No.
got a fucking cowboy hat on and everything?
No, but if
No,
if,
but I
if
can-
it's Bezos with the cowboy hat, sure. Can we get a picture of Bezos
Yeah.
with the
You
cowboy
can
hat?
already I can picture the awkwardness and just the cringy.
When I was down in Texas, I was like, I could be a cowboy hat guy.
Honestly, he looks like he looks like a chafed body part. Yeah, right there. No, go down, go down to the right.
Is he like, well, Elon moved to
down one
Texas,
more.
so I'll wear a hat.
Over. No, keep going to the right. No.
No, he
Yeah,
doesn't.
man.
He's
Yeah, I was
have
gonna
a
say,
cowboy hat.
be careful what pictures you search for Bezos. because
That
I-
one?
Yeah.
I think there was an incident.
What?
Oh my God.
He doesn't live in Texas. He can't wear a cowboy hat.
He
He couldn't pass his big tex.
looks like,
I mean, he can do whatever he want, I guess.
yeah. All right.
Yeah. So it was posted to social media to promote ticket sales for the sub-audible tourist rides on the New Shepherd, which begin on May 5th. You know what the funny part is? There's 2 Rivians, but there's 3 trucks there. What's the third truck?
Ford.
The Raptor. Yeah. So they got the Raptor out there as a support vehicle
You know.
for.
Yeah. That's quite funny.
Yeah. Also, is that him riding a horse? Tell me that's him riding a horse. Oh my God.
Is it him on a horse?
Should go over, up. There you go. Click the. No, that one you were just on.
The one with the horse. Oh, wow.
Go down one.
Oh boy,
Oh, wow.
that doesn't look comfortable for him or the
Ah,
horse.
listen,
Oh, there it is.
Give me a picture of Putin on a horse. Same guy.
No, he's on bears. He rides bears.
Putin on a horse.
Yeah.
Bareback on a bear.
Yeah,
with a
it was super
no
weird.
shirt.
It almost made me feel uncomfortable reading it.
It makes me uncomfortable looking at it.
Yeah.
Peter's last name is Shoboyejo. He just fixed it in the chat room for us.
There we go.
We had no chance.
Shouts
You know
to
what?
Peter S.
I appreciate
Peter
it.
S.
Sobiaka it is. So, is anyone in the market for a Senna?
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
Is
Pants
the one in
window?
New Hampshire?
This is the one that's for sale. It's in Massachusetts, I believe. It's green.
Yes.
Yeah, it's in New Hampshire.
It was New Hampshire. That
Oh,
so
is
They
it?
got
'Cause-
traded into like a Kia dealership,
yeah,
right?
it was.
Yeah, it's Norwood, Mass.
The guy,
Oh wow, so it came to Mass now.
It's Norwood, Mass.
the guy
yeah.
got 35 Optimas.
It's like
What? So there is a backstory to this. and
okay,
Dan-
I am
Dan-
not aware of the backstory. Jake sent it to me because we were talking about some other cars that he had going around where his body shop was, and we were joking about it. I was like, I don't know, I don't. However, it came up. I don't know why these cars are here. And he's like, oh, you think that's bad? There's a Senna for sale down the road at a Kia dealership. And I was
Yes.
like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So I Google it. Here it is. Dan O'Brien's in Norwood, Mass.
Hey,
Oh, it's a Senna. $999,000. $514,000. You want to calculate your payment?
yeah, let me get a payment.
You can't even go that far. You got to send a.
Yeah, send an email. Too much for you, pal.
Yeah.
9,999 is probably the highest level he could put on his website.
Uh,
Some tells
It's
me it's
all
more than that.
99. Yeah.
It's 1,500 miles.
Yep.
It's bespoke green.
Can we-
Honestly,
Can I lease it?
it's pretty fucking ugly.
Yeah, they're not good looking cars.
Yeah, it's not wonderful.
Don't look
looking.
at it too hard.
Yeah.
Just put the credit card number in.
Listen.
How many months you trying to go on that loan payment?
150?
72.
Yeah, I don't know what's a 30-year mortgage.
We'll go 72 months at a 3.1% interest rate.
A little high.
You're looking at a solid $15,243 a month.
There you go.
So reasonable.
Yeah. You want to go 36 months? Let's see. That's 29,130.
Yeah, man. What if I did a 144?
Let's see. 144. Oh,
See, here we are.
yeah, $8,330.
Yeah, there we
Almost affordable.
Yeah, that's funny. I mean, I'm sure there's a story to it. There has to be for it to
So
end up
my
at a Kia
understanding
dealership.
is said dealer owns a lot of dealers.
Okay.
And I think there's a high end one. Somehow got it. Why it's at that Kia dealer,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Unless it's listed at said dealers on all of their
Across
websites.
all platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
But I guess it's physically in Norwood, which
I would think that you'd like have a buyer in mind if you inherited one of those.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? You might not need to put it out there, but hey.
what's
Right,
interesting though is that like they were all sold before they ever even came out, right?
Right.
But yet this isn't the first one you see that's like for sale that sits for a little while that no one's bought. Which tells me that like maybe they weren't that desired to begin with. Maybe they're not up to like par with what people expected.
Maybe it's a X3M situation. A little
Too
bit,
stiff.
little bit
Sprung too
stiffer.
stiff.
A little bit
I
stiffer.
mean, it's what's Joey B given for kids credits? Is everybody getting credits for kids now? Like $300 a month?
I don't know, man. No kids.
How many kids do I
You
got to
got
file
kids.
to get $15,000?
Oh, jeez. I don't
30?
know what. No, it's not
50?
monthly. I mean,
50 kids?
there's tax stuff.
Ah,
but
tax credit. That's
that's
going to help me with
yeah,
that.
I
thing.
just looked over. We still got Bezos over there on a
Yeah,
fucking
that's
horse.
good. You got to put Putin on a horse, man.
Yeah. Where's Putin?
Or Putin on the Ritz.
Putin on
Give
the
me
bear.
shirtless
song.
Putin.
Give me shirtless Putin.
Yeah.
Now we're on the Russian fucking watch.
Oh, there
list.
we are. Sure. Oh, well, you got everything. That's not real.
Yeah, he hasn't ridden a bear. Well, not on camera.
Yeah.
That's
Just
amazing.
the Photoshop effort. My God.
You kidding? He probably had the government
I
do
would say,
that.
yeah, he definitely.
Oh, 100%.
Put me on bear.
Yeah.
Oh, see, there we are.
There it is. Stacked to the rafters over there. There we go.
Oh my God. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh wow.
That's-
Why there's? Oh God, we're not going there. Let's
That is amazing.
All right.
That's amazing.
let's avoid that
Off
one.
into the sunset.
Jeez, of things I didn't think we
The
would see
internet
on
remains
the-
undefeated.
see on this podcast.
Boys, you'll be happy to know
Yep.
that Kia is having a record-breaking sales year.
Oh, good. You know why?
Good.
That's Senna.
Keep the singer alive.
They're pushing 70,177
Stinger, not
units in April,
Mhm.
breaking their previous record of a high of 66,523 set in March.
10,000 more units.
And it's led by, you guessed it, the Forte, the K5, and the SUVs. Nobody's selling
No
Stingers.
stinger.
Nobody's buying stingers. Great.
Like, yeah, Kia's knocking it out of the park right now.
Yep.
Good for them.
Good.
Slow news week.
want to drive the Telluride. I'd love to drive that. I like
just go there and drive one.
I like the way it looks. Well, I want to have it like a week. I don't want to.
Just don't give it back.
Yeah.
It's easy. You got a copy of your license. It can take a while to find you.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Good for Kia.
It is great for Kia, actually.
I don't have any.
It's their best year ever. Okay, you'll like to hear this, boys. Ferrari has officially run out of cool-sounding Italian names. For today, they unveiled the 812 Competizione, and then they revealed the 812 Competizione A.
You know, that's interesting because, like, having visited Italy, you just walk around and you just see words, right? And you can kind of pronounce them. They're all cool.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
no,
isn't-
this is what happened. So the 812 Competizione A is just like a spider top.
Yeah.
So they can take this for free.
Yeah.
Call it the A12 Competizione No Top of the Roofa.
No top of the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be beautiful?
You could literally just call it the 812 prosciutto, and it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Yeah, you just that's how you do Ferrari names. You take three numbers, any,
Yeah.
and put an Italian word at the end.
yeah.
So I think if you do
Preferably a food.
Competizione No Top of the Roofa, it's
Yeah.
going to sell like crazy. The A? Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
You got to, call it the Gabagool.
So I wanted to look up an Italian translation.
Competizione means competition.
Here, right here,
Secchio di formaggio.
right there. We could call it that.
The 5 cheese or something? 6 cheese?
Cheese bucket.
Secchio di formaggio.
There we go.
Yeah, but the top of the bucket's open.
It's very easy. Right. Exactly.
No top of the roofa. That's an official Italian.
There's so many different. I could do this forever. I can come.
Yeah, you guys
Like,
just contact us.
Seriously.
Yeah.
We'll do it just so people know.
I'll give you 50 names in like an hour.
How are you going to call it the Competizione A? That's so bad.
You know,
I mean, this is the company that
That's
called.
like naming your kids 1 and 2.
yeah,
this
thing
is-
one, thing two.
Yeah.
This is the company that called Ferrari the Ferrari.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
It's very French of them.
La Ferrari.
Yeah, it was very French of an Italian brand
Yeah.
Yeah,
to do something like that.
I'm into that, but I mean, don't leave me hanging.
A little effort.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Who
this
came
could-
up with who greenlit A?
This could be a good
Yeah, that's
sign.
good. We'll call it A.
They spent all the R&D money on the actual product instead of the name, so this could be good.
I guarantee that didn't happen.
Yeah. I
Competizione, like chop off of the roofa. Off.
Make it go faster.
Yeah, making it faster than the old one.
I just think it's lazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just lazy. Like, I don't know. They
The
always-
laziness is going beyond build quality now.
They always
now
talk
it's in
about
naming.
how much effort goes into the design and the beauty and the yada 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 and the sound, blah 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 blah. But like, then we just drop the ball when it comes to the name.
Right.
Shook is the word.
They forgot.
How many Mamma Mia's per hour that thing got? Oh, Mamma Mia!
Many Parmesan.
You
There.
shop at the roof and you lose the Mamma Mia. I'm very excited about the A.
Yeah. The Competizione A.
Yeah.
At least call it the AYE.
Well, this just opens
Hey,
the door. This opens the door for next year's model, the B.
The B. The Competizione B.
And then they can just continue.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weak. Maybe that's just like their in development name, but it's not because they unveiled it. So, guess what? It's an A12 that's faster. I mean, hey, guess what? It's the fastest Ferrari ever built.
I will say,
Just like every time they release a Ferrari.
it looks magical.
I wish they would call all the employees like Cuoco because they would all be cooks. and that would just play into the theme of everything here.
A lot of cooks in the kitchen
Yeah,
over there.
yeah. It's just there's a lot of quote goes over there, you know.
That's how we're doing
I
it,
forgot-
buddy.
What was I listening to? It was something about how Italy works, and basically it was just
They
like
don't really.
No, it does not.
lunchtime is 3 hours every day.
Yeah, dude, it's amazing.
It's
Yeah.
on.
But everything closes, so it's not great.
So, so that's the thing. It's like, all right, they must have been like, hey, Parmigiano, it's too close to lunchtime. We can't do this now. Yeah.
Yeah, no, let's go with A. What's
Yeah.
our favorite letter?
There we go.
What's the first letter again? Use that one.
How does that alphabet work again?
What do you?
Let's start there.
Competition A. Oh, trying to look for the car?
You're gonna go 8-12 Competizione A.
Yeah, in the
Just exactly how it sounds.
yeah.
Competition.
Or
put an
just if you
put an A
Google
at the end of it.
new Ferrari 812, that'd probably come up too. It's like the silver and yellow one.
Silver and yellow. That's an
They-
interesting
they
color
put out-
combo.
Matter of fact, I
Did you
have
put
it.
8-12? That's not 8-12.
I
None
got
of
it
us
right here.
8-12.
It's right here.
Oh, okay. It's a
Yeah.
good looking car,
And
right?
the thing looks.
That's an FXX.
No joke. Front end's Viper.
Think so?
It almost looks just like a Viper
812.
in ways.
Shook, you are struggling over there, my friend. I need
Just
you
go
to get
to-
it together.
Shook, just go to motor1.com. First thing,
Shutthemotor1.com.
show us motor1.com. I appreciate you.
Competizione.
The side
Hey,
image
There
of
it
this
is.
thing.
Okay.
Here we are. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at this here. Horsepower. That's a spicy
Yeah, no,
meatball.
it's definitely spicy. I didn't
Yeah.
get into the things because it was funnier if we didn't
6.5 liter
marvel
V12.
how amazing it is.
Yeah, 6.5 liter V12.
Give me some
Wow.
on the pitch. Can I see a side shot?
Just for reference here,
9,500 RPM.
the
Holy-
full horsepower kicks in at 9,250 RPM
So
Yeah.
you have 250
Holy-
RPM of
of
full horsepower?
of full
That's an
power.
official, yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's linear power.
That's a lot of
Well, before that, it only is about 800.
that's a lot of fangools, you know?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
screw
there's
that.
a fucking lot of
But, like,
Parmigiano coming out of that thing.
That picture of the yellow and silver one on the side of each other with the
Yeah.
actual closed top on the
I
silver one.
love that
Go back to
roof.
that yellow one.
Oh my god.
Oh
look at
yeah,
that.
I'm in on
That's
the I'm
the-
in on the top of the roofer.
That
Really?
thing is,
I'm into the
Oh
Louvers.
yeah, but look at the
the
Louvers
Louvers,
on the how's
and
the
I
roofer?
believe isn't there something special with this? It's like the first one that's actually metal or something. I can't remember.
I don't know. I'm with Corey now. I'm with the A12. Give me the roofer.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, it's good looking. It's a good
Competizione.
looking.
So this is faster than the super fast, and faster than the Tour de France.
You know,
The A12 just keeps getting more. Dude, that looks excellent.
it is such a beautiful car, but then you're just like, oh yeah, what do I got?
You
gotta
got
tell-
Okay,
I
so
got
yeah,
the A.
there's no rear glass for this. You basically sticking with the coupe means you'll be getting a body-colored aluminum panel with carbon fiber elements at the back, where it replaces the standard Superfast's elongated glass.
Yeah, but
So-
then you can't see the motor though.
You can just hear it.
Oh no, motor's in the front on this one. There's nothing. Can't see the luggage.
Give me some insight. Keep going. I want to see what are we looking
Are
at.
they giving you?
interior?
Yeah, they give us an interior pick. I mean, it looks aggressive, which for I'm guessing
Interior is
$500,000. It
damn
should
near
be.
perfect. 500. That might even be light.
Am I light?
What are those
Might be
seats
light.
looking
Am I
like?
light right now?
Oh,
I don't know if they
Oh.
put out pricing.
They didn't put out prices anymore. They're just like, yeah, some idiot's gonna buy it.
Yeah, I highly doubt it.
what do you mean? That's the air vent.
That's the air vent.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, dude.
What do you think you got going on over there, Bubba?
Yeah.
You got to get the air vent. It
It
probably does. It gives you a little.
That's not all it does, buddy.
Yeah.
I hope it does for 500 grand.
Yeah.
Slap and tickle.
That's at least it could do.
Yeah, I don't know. They did. This is just a sneak preview.
Should be one in the middle of the seat for that kind of money.
So I do not see. I'm just combing through here, but I do not see any pricing. Obviously, this thing is already sold out. I'm sure it's already gone, and I'm sure they're a lot of money.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it is.
I'm sure of it.
It's very nice.
Be
where
for
we're at.
sale at a Kia dealer near you.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty soon.
Give it a year before you can pick it up at
Could be a Hyundai dealership somewhere else.
Bill Williams Kia. Let me get that Competizione. Well, anyway, so that's cool. That Ferrari's run out of cool names,
Yep.
and we
just-
named it
we
for him.
just
At the
solved it.
top of the roof.
Cheese bucket. Ford, the electric F-150.
Yes.
That's coming out
Okay.
to be called the Lightning.
Excellent. Let's keep crushing those names.
There we go.
They're not going to make it part of the Mustang family of vehicles that aren't Mustangs?
No, because it's F-150. It's two different.
So it's F-150 Lightning.
So it's not going to be Mustang truck
okay.
yet.
Corvette truck.
Corvette truck coming. SUV. Corvette SUV.
Corvette SUV.
Wonder if it's still going to be mid-engine.
I hope. We're gonna make it a 3-row, but we put the engine in the back
Yeah,
instead.
there's just this really big tower in the middle of the rear seats. What's that?
Always heated.
That's all I got for the
So it's the Ford Lightning.
F-150 Lightning. Electrified F-150 is going to be called the Lightning. So there's that.
Shook brought news. He wants to come to the mic and talk about it.
He's got news.
All right, so a stock Bronco 4-door SUV. You got to scroll up so I can finish reading, bud.
We're having some severe technical difficulties.
All right, so stock Bronco 4-door SUV lands a podium finish at Nora Mexican 1000 Rally in Baja, putting built-while durability to the test.
Right, but how many steps were there on the podium? 1,000?
Yeah. So what is actually like podium?
Let me get a place.
2-lead 4-door Broncos.
Podium typically means
Top 3, right?
yeah.
Well, yeah, not in marketing speak, it doesn't.
So
That's true.
1,141-mile race.
Wow.
This is also on a Ford website.
Yeah, exactly.
Paid
let's-
for.
Can we
by
see what number the podium it was?
Yeah, let's see. I think that's probably going to be the key piece of missing information here. They give you the specs on 33s, Dana 44 rear end. Let's see, track electronic lockers. Oh, it's the Badland series, so it's got the front sway bars, disconnect.
Bunch of marketing speak going on. No podium number.
Now goat modes, yeah. I would be interested. What about, can you just search like Nora Mexican, like 1000 Rally, like podiums, and
Yeah,
see if it comes up there?
Yeah, but then you're going to find out it's an event only with Ford Broncos.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, we should do some investigation right now.
Yeah, we should keep investigado. I mean, it looks good. Oh, it looks good.
Yeah, is it only Ford Broncos?
Third place, pre-run a truck class. Holy
Wow.
shit!
Yeah, but was it only Ford Broncos?
No, in a pre-run a truck.
I know.
class, no.
Are there other pictures of cars that aren't Ford Broncos in
They
this
don't
race?
they don't want to advertise anything else
Can we
besides.
No, can we just look up the race and
Yeah.
see if there's pictures of other vehicles?
Yeah, let's look it up.
Is this race include one yellow Ford Bronco?
We got two. There's two.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It was only Ford Broncos.
Yeah,
Three
keep-
Broncos competing.
Yeah.
For podium. They took the top 3
You think it would
places.
say first place then? If that's
it was. It was.
The other 2 didn't finish.
There was
Yeah.
4 places, and it was 3 Broncos in 1 Chevy.
All right, good. So now we got to check the
Here we are,
pre-runner
here we are.
class.
Yeah, it was a pre-runner class.
Yokohama Nora Mexican 1000 course overview video.
No. We're just trying to see the entradas.
Yeah, let's see
Let's get into this here.
pricing.
This is where all the hard work gets done.
Yeah.
Or just search that, pre-runner class winners.
yeah.
See what else was on there.
Oh, I think I got banned from YouTube as well.
Just now.
No,
No.
I tried to put that F your mother rally thing in the comments. They weren't about it.
That's the bully speak. They don't go for that bully talk.
Yeah, no, I got bully talked.
Wait, are you in the rules and
Are we in the
regulations?
rules
Where
right now?
are we?
What is happening
is
right
the
now?
rule only Ford Broncos?
Okay. When you're pulling up a document of text that's 275 pages long,
No, it's only 5 pages.
doesn't translate well. Okay.
There's nothing about.
All right. Well, will you continue
Yeah,
to look
if
for
you
that?
find that.
all right.
I'm going to talk about an article I didn't even read.
Okay, let's go.
FCA lost $8.7 million from
Still
one
ain't
sales
us.
guy giving family discounts.
How
Wait,
much
from
million
one
dollars?
sales guy?
$8.7 million from one sales guy giving family discounts.
Does he still have a job?
No.
How many?
How
Hey,
much
surprise.
family?
Turns out he was losing money on every deal.
Losing money. $8
Yeah.
million on a Stellantis product?
Yeah.
What do you sell? Every member of his family a Viper?
So, unless you're shopping at Parkway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in the Detroit area, according to a legal investigation, a singular salesperson responsible for costing FCA millions of dollars thanks to the illicit use of family discounts. This illegal practice has been going on since 2014.
Can we get this guy on the podcast?
Has benefited thousands of customers who claim to somehow be related to the generous salesman.
Oh,
So-
he was just giving
was
everybody
just-
family discounts.
That's what I was just going to say.
Even then, to rack up millions of dollars is impressive.
I mean, that's a hell of a salesman.
Yeah, that's a guy you want in your corner. That
Right.
guy's going to bat for you.
Right.
Yeah, it's incredible. I don't know why it says Homeland Security is investigating it.
Oh boy.
Oh my God,
jeez.
he sold the discount codes on his own on like a Facebook group.
Oh.
Wait, does it have a discount code?
A discount code on Facebook
Oh, the
group.
family discount code. So, like, if you go in there, how?
Where do you go in there? Be like the Bears ride at midnight, and they
Right.
give you.
That's how does that get input?
How's it a code? You input it into a salesperson?
And it offered customers 5% off the 5% off family discount, claiming that most of the customers are either brother-in-laws or sister-in-laws. In addition to their base salary, the salesperson received over $700,000 in bonuses from FCA for their sales records they were setting.
What do you tickle him on the inner thigh?
I
That's
don't
how he
know.
knows your family?
Tap feet under the table.
I'm trying to enter the
Yeah.
code here.
Yeah.
The perpetrator regularly outsold entire car dealerships on his own and claimed to sell over 250 cars in January of 2020 alone.
This guy's swinging.
But
for
how many-
places.
This illegal practice was found out when FCA employees noticed their discount codes were being used without their consent.
What law did he break?
I don't know, man. Probably stealing.
I mean,
Right. Short of
I
being.
guess it's fraud, which
Yeah.
isn't great.
Yeah. It's a felony.
Yeah.
Depends. a little-
8.7, I think you're...
Right. I mean, probably 100,000. You're over the felony mark there.
Either
but-
way, I mean...
Someone sent me an article today about two guys that got arrested for getting drunk and shooting each other with bulletproof vests on.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah, what law was broken?
Were they both
Yeah.
consenting?
Yeah.
All right. Have at it.
Right.
I thought we
isn't-
lived in America.
I was gonna say there's
I shook
websites
you
for
are
that
still on
stuff.
this
Yeah,
document.
Shook,
my
what
fr-
you got? What's it say? He's got something highlighted, though.
What do we got?
So everything was
everything.
allowed. It might be a real record in this race we've never heard of.
Fair enough.
Started by the
I've
Ford
heard of
company.
it.
Really?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've definitely heard of it. You know, I've heard of it because of Garrett.
Okay.
'Cause he's big into this stuff. So, all right, let's see. What do we got here?
There was 7 trucks in the class with the Bronco. That's
So-
what Tim Connor says.
7 trucks just in the
Tim, you got that inside scoop. How many of them were Broncos? There we go.
It's legal
All right, so
pioneer
they're,
parking.
you know,
I'm feeling good about this again.
There are at least 50% there. Another bit of news. Actually, Corey, you looking something up?
Yeah, I have the breakdown of every driver and what they were driving for each class. So
Okay. Let's see what's in that class.
I'm just looking for the
Pre-runner?
yeah, so we've got a Chevy Pre-Runner, a Spirit F-150, another F-150, a Spirit Ranger, I don't know what that means, Ford Bronco, a Glickenhaus Boot, and another Ford Ranger. So a lot of Ford products in
So
there,
was
but
all
only
Ford.
6 Fords out of 7.
but only one Ranger.
Yeah, but so was
And then only one Bronco.
guaranteed one of the new products was going to be on the podium.
Well, there's only one of their new products. The rest were all like actual pre-runner trucks.
Ford trucks.
Not
Oh,
really.
yeah.
Not really. Yeah.
Purpose built.
Yeah, pre-runners fall apart all the time. You
Yeah.
have to check all the bolts when you build them. It's
Yeah.
the worst.
So
It's
yeah,
like on a Ferrari.
that was the only one. Number 725. Jamie Groves.
Big shout to Jamie
Out
Groves.
there wheeling.
Yeah, look at 22 hours and 17 minutes, 7 seconds.
Wow.
Holy shit!
That's a hell of a.
The fastest car was at 19 hours and 43 minutes.
What was it? It was the GM.
It was the Ranger.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Ranger. The Glickenhaus Boot beat it at 22 hours 2 minutes.
Isn't that supposed to be quite the vehicle?
It's quite a bit of kit. I don't know if you
Yeah.
watched. Larry did a video on
One
it.
of us spent $500,000 on a vehicle.
Yeah.
The other one brought a Bronco.
Yeah.
It's a win for the Bronco.
Yeah, that's definitely a win.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty
That's
good.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Imagine what
Two of them didn't even finish.
Imagine what they do with a modified one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Probably break down like all the rest of the cars in the class.
NHRA is creating an electric car class for drag racing.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Interesting. Going down that road now.
There's been so much electric car news that actually, back to Garrett, he sent me because a lot of these Baja vehicles are going full electric,
Mm-hmm.
and he's been sending them all to me. But I gotta like compile and like actually like
Put together.
understand what's going on before I can be like start talking about them.
Right, right. My question with that is, a Baja race, it's a long race.
Long race,
How
quick change battery. I have
That-
no
so
fucking
that-
idea.
that's my
That's exactly
understanding.
why I was like, I gotta
That's-
figure out more about
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Well, when you get down to the bottom of that,
Yeah.
we'll have a talk. Another big thing that popped up in the news, and I'm sure the jerks are going to talk about it a lot more, but the new next-gen NASCAR has been revealed. And my first takeaway, I don't have many takeaways with it because I didn't dive into it much. The cars actually look like cars.
Did very much look like cars. I
Yeah.
saw the Corolla.
The Corolla and the Mustang, actually like Mustang tail.
Because the Mustang now is just kind of like a car shape.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
it's just
They're
like a
car
car
shaped
shape.
with sticker stuff.
Yeah.
But like these ones now, I'm like, oh wow, they all right. I can see it.
That's
I can see it.
interesting.
I dig it.
My first takeaway is I'm not going to read that article. let the jerks handle it.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
no article, but Instagram did a great job with posting the pictures.
Yeah, and there's a
I wanted to see.
few things that
At the
I know
Camry
they
there.
follow. I think there was an unveil today, so the jerks will catch everybody up on that if you're interested in that roundabout stuff.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Roundabout.
Anything else for news?
All I get is videos.
No, I want to talk to Andy.
Let's go videos. Want to
Time
do
for a
videos?
video.
Let's do Chuck forgot his iPad today,
Here we are.
so we have him as a stand-in. We released a video. We talked about that. I've been I've been watching a lot of James Dean's films.
Yeah.
James Dean work.
Yeah.
Oh, Peter North.
Drifter, the
Yeah.
Drifter,
Yeah,
James
yeah.
Dean.
Peter
yeah,
North, King
yeah.
of the North.
Yeah,
A lot of work along the roads, right? Yeah.
I thought they took a lot of that stuff down.
No, on YouTube. That's what.
Oh,
I'm watching.
wow.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube
Yeah,
now?
it's on YouTube.
Got a
James
bunch of
Dean.
subscriptions to cancel.
A couple new cars that he's built, and yeah, it's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, no, there's a lot going on there. Good for James.
That's all I got.
Shout out to James Dean.
What do you got over there?
We were talking about Turek last time and how some of us got lost on the Judd car because it was a lot. Even though I'm really into the nerdy stuff, I don't know why. I kind of fell
Yeah.
off. He did a video, kind of the summary where the Judd car is now. It looks like the fucking Batmobile.
Is that the one I need to bring me back in?
Yeah, yeah. It's going to
Okay.
take you right back in. It looks awesome. He's got that body kit on it. It does a nice overview to bring you back. I was very impressed.
Good.
I've watched all those videos. So
They're
They're great.
super in depth. And I don't know why
Yeah.
the last one I watched everything. I hadn't watched much until this one. And then the funniest video I saw this week was when Hoonigan beat Josh to the punch and bought a C5 Vet for their yard car.
Yeah.
Uh,
And let
that-
everyone have a go at it.
That's
right?
unbelievable because Josh was just nonstop talking about buying a C5 Vet or C6 Vet.
C5.
C5
Oh, yeah,
Vet because they're super cheap.
Because I'm like,
Yeah.
that's the fucking play.
And it'd be the play. We could
Yeah.
go drift it, and then
Yeah, it'd be
Hoonigan
real
immediately
fun.
bought one.
Literally the day of, like, we recorded Wednesday and it came out Thursday.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just like,
amazing.
you gotta be fucking
Shout out to
kidding me.
Scotto.
Shook, I think our stream is stuck too.
Is it stuck?
I think so. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, we're definitely stuck.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Can they hear us?
I don't know.
I'm gonna hope so. We just keep going as if they can.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I saw my hands moving.
Okay, maybe it's just mine.
No,
I
we're
tried to.
we're slow streaming right now.
Okay.
Has anyone followed the Collecting Cars YouTube with Chris Harris?
Yes.
Has anyone seen the video he did where he went through the Leonard collection of all the
Yes.
Porsches?
Yeah.
I did not see
I
that.
It's like a taste of the rainbow in there.
the one
boy.
thing about I like collections. I don't like them with a so one
Curated?
like you're just one thing, one make,
Okay.
right? There were like 3 other makes of car in there.
Yeah.
But I mean, every Porsche in there was insane,
Yeah.
so I get it. But I don't know.
It seems like you could be missing out on some other stuff in the world.
But that, I mean, I got through that. I mean, that definitely did it for me. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's just like when I see car collections, I usually expect a bunch of different shit. To have like every generation of Porsche. Okay, that's a Porsche collection.
Yeah, and like of each generation, the best of the best of the best of that
Yeah.
generation. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, pretty wild. I mean, a lot of cool cars in there.
Yeah, definitely a lot of cool cars. New this versus that. The GSR versus the big block police car.
That was awesome. That big black police car guy knew he had it the whole time.
I knew he had it the whole time. Also, definitely an OG street racer guy because he was so unforthcoming with any
Well, he's
information.
from L.A. Sheriff's Department.
Yeah.
So he probably tells everybody 650 horsepower just can embarrass street racers
Yeah.
all the time. Yeah, but
I like
he's
these
got
programs.
He's got a punched out big block with nitrous, and he says making 650
Yeah.
to the, 550 to the tires. Okay.
So what you said you like the program? So
There's a lot. I don't want to say a lot, but there's a handful of cities that I've seen that have street racing problems, and they, instead of like their way of dealing with it is the police department then invested in like getting like an actual drag car.
Yeah.
And they do like street car shootouts where like you can go and like you can beat the police and other people or Vice actually did a document like a little docu thing on it about how like it cut down on street racing on the streets because people would wait to do it at the drag strip to like go against the police. It'd be like sponsored event by them. It'd be like a big thing.
Yep.
So
Interesting.
it's cool. But yeah, that's what this thing was here. So
Don't win though. If you win, you might
yeah,
get your ass.
yeah,
kicked.
You get a ticket.
it's a bummer. We
Get a
talked about
ticket
it
on the way
before.
home.
I'd love to see them get the dude Gringo Tegra on. His car, super fast. It's like not much of a drag car. It's more of like a roll race car.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I don't know how he would do from like a dig.
They
like
do
something like
rolls. They do rolls.
that. Yeah, it's kind of more his thing. But I'd be interested to see him get on there because this guy, he never really. It was issues. He had a lot of issues going on there.
Yeah, well, the main issue was that the car I was racing was way faster than his.
Yeah.
That's a huge
The
issue.
overall, yeah.
You know, and like they film and like you can't see all the way to the other end of the track, so you don't
Yeah.
really know who's winning.
Looks a little closer than you think.
Wasn't a problem.
Didn't
with this
didn't
one.
look close at all.
No.
Oh wow. Okay.
Because I saw the stats and I was
Yeah.
like, well, if this is true, that Integra's going to crush this thing. It's got double the horsepower and weighs half. And
Yeah.
then, nope, not even a chance. It was like 550 horsepower versus this guy saying he put 1,000 down on the dyno.
Yeah.
So I think it was a combination of the street racer, the guy in the big car lying, and the street racer guy overstating how much horsepower he had, which is great to do until you're at a drag race.
Yeah, until he's kind of gets shown up. But we'll see. I don't know. Anytime you see someone who's kind of had an issue on this first stat, they tend to have him back when they get it sorted out.
Yep.
Little redemption. So I'm interested to see this guy come back.
You guys watched the one with the freaking guy on the quad on the Banshee?
Yeah.
The best fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Bit of an animal.
Yeah.
Animal's an understatement.
Yeah, that guy just. I mean, the last race he won, he was just ripping wheelies the whole way down. Just like front wheels never touched the ground. Beat a twin turbo vet. That's my dude.
Yeah, it's definitely some quality stuff there. I'm enjoying the this for stat videos. I gotta say I enjoy these versus the Ken ones more. You know, like the Hoonigan ones, like after the first few, you're like, oh, it just beats everything.
Yes, you mean the Ken ones versus everything? Yeah. That was fun to
This
see.
is such a crapshoot.
But this is way better, and their matchups get better and better. Like I said, the Banshee versus the Vet was awesome. Like this
the
last race
IS300
was
one.
awesome.
Did you watch that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
With the big the drift dude. No, that was the drift dude.
James Dean.
Yeah. No. He is
Peter
a
North.
drifter, but he had his IS300 quote unquote street car with
Yes,
the sequential
yeah.
transmission in it, and like a pickup truck.
You know
of
what's a
some sort.
miserable thing to have in a street car? Sequential transmission.
Yeah.
This is my street car. It's got a sequential in it. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Andy can speak to some not so fun setups in a street car pretty soon, right?
Oh yeah.
I think there was a few. We'll get into that in a minute, but yeah.
I wanna get into
Usability.
it now.
Usability.
Let's just get into Andy then.
Okay, we'll
Let's get
wanna
into
get into
Andy.
that.
Hit the button.
We'll just get into them.
It's the main topic.
Main topic.
Andy's here.
Andy is here. For those unfamiliar, Mr. Andy Dixon has been in the Volkswagen scene in the East Coast, or in the world, actually, for quite some time. He's built a handful of things over the years, one very memorable Mark II in particular. So let's start there. Let's get into the story of that, the Blue Mark II. Can you walk us through owning that car, and you took it quite far, and where it is now?
So I actually had purchased the car. I traded for it / bought. I had an '89 Chevy Corsica as my
boy.
second car. That I think I had bought that for $500 or something like that. And my GTI was black at the time. My friend Troy had owned it, sold it, and it was just sitting in this kid's driveway because he couldn't afford to fix it. I think it needed a water pump at the time.
What did it start out as?
92 8-valve
Okay.
GTI. And Troy had actually bought it from another kid who was local, not a Volkswagen guy, but I still know who it is. And the car was sitting, so I proposed to this kid, hey, I'll trade you my Corsica in, I think it was $300 for the GTI, just throwing it out there. And he was like, all right, cool. So I had then acquired the GTI, and I think I was 17 years old. Didn't have any experience, really. I was always around the shop. That
I was just gonna
my
say,
father, yeah.
yeah. So at the time, so at 17, you didn't even have any real hands-on experience. You were around the shop, but not.
Oil changes,
Okay.
honestly sweeping the floor. We owned the property. We have a gas station out front, convenience store. So I was working the cash register out there, pumping gas 'cause we were full serve.
Yep.
And when I wasn't doing that, I was in the shop watching and learning, sweeping, but not a ton of hands-on, and my dad my uncle worked for my dad at the time and put a water pump timing belt in the GTI, and then I drove that as it was and modified it with a couple things here and there. I had purchased a Nugget Yellow 1990 Corrado with like 46,000 miles on it. Local junkyard had it, called me up, so he knew I was into Volkswagens, and I bought it. The rear window was blown out of it. I had planned on driving that. Well, I blew the transmission up in the GTI from beating on it.
Yep.
And I G60 swapped the setup out of the Corrado into the GTI, and I drove that until I think it was 19. And then I wanted to VR6 swap it. So at this time, I was doing everything myself. The only thing that really I didn't do was the time belt water pump when I first bought the car. And after that, I did everything myself.
Yeah.
And learned a lot on the car. And so at that point, when I went to VR6 swap it, that's when I painted it Nagaro blue and shaved the engine bay for the first time myself. Learned the hard ways of doing bodywork on the engine bay. Wasn't obviously a great job. And a local guy, Kevin, who had that mid-engine VR6 turbo.
Yep.
He was the one who had originally painted the car Nagaro blue. And then after that, I just kept going with it, and I went turbo. I built the motor. It was on T3, T4, like Connecticut back then. And then I just kept on going, and after that, I put on a Borg Warner S364, and it was still on a chip tune. Then I went standalone, twin disc, precision. What I have in a 67, 65, which was way too big. What Josh was talking about, totally not usable on the street.
And what I was kind of getting to was just like the straight cut gears and that that sort of stuff. That like, at what point did it just become like, oh man, this is kind of a hassle?
So the straight cut gears weren't really the problem because it was still a synchro transmission, but it was the twin disc setup that I put in. So I ended up, the final setup, I had 288 cams in it, so had huge cams, twin disc clutch, huge turbo. So it was just a top end machine. So it wasn't fun to drive around town anymore. When I had the T3, T4, was probably 350 or so at the tires when it was the most fun,
Because that's
usable.
like middle. It's a lot of power, especially in a Mark II. But like usability is just there, low end and top end.
Exactly. Turbo came in at a reasonable RPM. It was fun to drive. Could have fun around town.
Yeah.
And by the time I went with the twin disc, big cams, big turbo, it didn't even come in hard until 42, 4,400 RPM. And at that point, even second gear, it hits boost, blows the tires off it. You let out, you're doing 60. So you couldn't even have fun around town.
I remember you taking me for a ride. We were just in the car in Ocean City, and I want to say you were in third or fourth gear, just cruising, and you're like, "Oh, watch this!" And it basically preload, bring the RPMs up, and basically just start to load the boost in the thing, and then it just kind of unleashed itself, and it was just like violently fast.
Yeah, you could brake boost it in third gear, rolling down the street.
Yeah.
You'd let go of the brake, it would blow the tires off it. Whack fourth, blow the tires off of it. You let out and you're doing 100, 110
Yeah, it
in
just
fourth or so.
absurd.
Yeah, and so it just wasn't very usable. It was fun, it was cool. The one time I had went to the track with the setup on it, horrible 60-foot, it went 11.0 at, I think, 130. So, and that was on pump gas.
Yeah.
I literally just took and bolted a slick on it. Nothing else, went to the track, and it went 11.0. I think it was a terrible wheel hopped. I think it was a 2.0 60-foot or something. So it, should have been a 1060, 1070 pass as it was. And there was a street car. Literally just bolted a set of slicks on it and went to the track.
Yeah.
But it just turned into, wasn't a lot of fun. So I pulled the whole thing apart, and it's now currently in my garage on a homemade rotisserie, and haven't touched it in probably 7 years or so.
Oh
something
wow,
like
yeah.
that, yeah.
Holy crap! I feel like yeah. I guess that makes sense.
Did you part ways with the motor and all the parts at some point, or?
Yeah, so when I pulled it apart, I sold everything, and then I was going to go R32 turbo synchro, and I had the drivetrain. I have a motor, and actually cut the rear floor out of the car, and then said, I don't want to go all-wheel drive. And so I sold that setup to Cheeseman up in Vermont, who's putting in a Jetta, I believe. And I still have the motor, but I need to put a rear floor in. I acquired a rear floor. I just got to get it in. And then I need to collect everything again because I sold everything. I sold the interior. I sold the seats.
Yep.
I don't even have a transmission. I think I have a spare somewhere that I need to go through. And then I have the R32 just stock motor sitting on a stand that I'll have to go through. So when it goes back in, I'd at least have to put a little turbo on it.
Yeah.
I couldn't leave it with no turbo at all.
Yeah, it'd be ridiculous.
That's just out of the question.
You
Once
have to
you
pull
have
it
the
back
taste.
out, put a new turbo in it. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah. So, and that's where that is now. And life has just been so busy that I haven't been able to touch it.
So I was going to kind of get into that. Is ownership of that car in particular? That was probably what 10, 15 years span of time from your 17 to where it currently sits.
Yeah.
And it's been in PVW. You've just been around the scene forever. So now again, it sits on the rotisserie, kind of awaiting its future. But you dedicated a lot of other time to your day job, but also like kind of a side hustle, buying some cars and with blown motors, and just kind of, can you walk us through that sort of stuff? What, like, up until the current project, which we'll get into, but what took up your time in between?
So it's definitely been building the business with my dad. We've been
You can say it if you want to. Feel free to shouts out all you want.
yeah, so we have a repair shop in Middleborough, Mass, A&A Automotive, and pretty much we will do anything and everything as far as German, Audi, Volkswagen, Mercedes, to Asian stuff, domestic, anything and everything comes through the door, take care of it. And the business has grown. I think we're doing double the volume that we were 5 or 6 years ago.
That's awesome.
And he's been in business for himself since '86. At the current location we are now since '95, and that's been my life. Was the shop pretty much, like I said, working out front of the gas station, which we lease that out now, and learning in the shop. My uncle worked for my dad for a while. I learned a lot from him, learned a lot from my dad, learned a lot from just being in the field, and that's where it's all pretty much come from.
That type of shop, in other words, not dedicated to a particular manufacturer or brand, I feel like that really rounds you out as a mechanic to see a bunch of different shit. Obviously, you see a bunch of different shit, but it you know what I mean? It gives you good backing to learn a bunch of different theoretical systems.
Exactly. You need to really understand theory on how a system can work, because different manufacturers have engineered them differently, that it's the same system, but it works differently across different manufacturers, and going to diagnose those and knowing how those systems work can be difficult, keeping track of all of them. A lot of these mechanics who are at a dealer, you learn one make, and that's all you've centered it around. So you know it like the back of your hand, and working on anything and everything, definitely have to have a good memory, and as far as good information at your fingertips, because one of those guys, tech service bulletins on one manufacturer, they know them all without even having to look them up.
Right.
And
Right.
you got to remember all those things. Then it comes down to, you need a lot of specialty tools, because whether you're doing timing chains, this, that, there's a lot of specialty tools for a certain engine, certain manufacturers. When you're doing everything, you need to have those tools to do it on any of the different makes. And so it definitely is tricky, if you will. Honestly, takes a lot to be able to do it.
You've become quite familiar with the 4.2 liter 8-cylinder from Audi, right?
Oh yeah, because I had an A6 that I had bought from a friend that had a timing chain that it dropped, bent all the valves, so I pulled the motor out of that, sent the heads out, had valves put in, put the motor in that, and then I drove that for my daily for a while. and then got rid of that. I picked up a B7 S4 with a bad motor in it, bought another motor, ended up putting chains going through that motor, drove that for a daily for a while, and then now I have a B8 S4 that I had bought with a junk motor, put a motor in that, driving that, and I'm actually about to get rid of that too.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I think time to move on.
Yeah. Is there
from
something
that.
else you're eyeing up or unsure? Like a Viper, for instance.
I mean, and the Viper, would have been maybe a flip, but I mean, eventually, I would say a P car down the road.
Okay. Yeah.
But nothing that in the very near future. A few other things that need to be aligned in life, if you will.
Yeah.
But that's the ultimate goal. So that's where I'm at right now.
So to, I guess, hold you over on top of the daily business and kind of putting your efforts into that, you recently picked up another car in the past year?
Yeah, I believe it was a year ago this past December
Okay.
that I picked up that Jetta.
Yep.
And which has been an absolute nightmare that I wish I never bought.
So please walk us through that. I don't know. I barely know the car. I don't even know if I've ever actually seen it in person. I may have, but it was not just a stock car.
No, so 91 GLI, and I didn't remember it, but I've been told by other people that it was like an H2O top dog car. I think 2008, 2010, somewhere around there. Had an R32 supercharged in it.
Yeah.
And then I guess the motor was blown. Somebody pulled the motor, and it went through 2 or 3 people in between. And I had purchased it from up in New Hampshire as just a rolling chassis for a smoking deal, and now I know why. And so I had purchased it and got it back to the shop, and I was like, oh, this will be easy. I'll just throw a motor and tranny in it, clean it up. Maybe I'll cruise it for a few, get rid of it and flip it. And the engine bay in it, once I looked closer, it had a horrible, horrible shave job done to it. And they had pretty much just layered it with about 3 inches or so of fiberglass filler.
Holy shit.
And so thanks to my buddy Matt Dunphy, actually, who is a body man by trade, we took and hammer and chiseled all of, no joke, probably, I'd imagine they kept Bondo in business with the fiberglass filler.
Yeah.
Probably had 20 pounds of it that we chiseled out of the engine bay. And then where they had shaved all of the panels in the engine bay, I hope that it was somebody who literally learned how to weld on this car, because I think they used a flux core MIG welder, blew through every panel, and then they just tried to grind it down and ground through all the base metal, and it was a nightmare. So if that's all set, I think we probably had, if I were to guess, probably 100 hours or so into the engine bay and just the bodywork in the engine bay.
Right. And then I was going to say, because you bodyworked it back, but then also painted it, and obviously put the motor in and did everything associated with that.
Yes, my buddy Matt, who helped me with all of the body work on it, we replaced a few panels in the engine bay, put a passenger side apron on it, and got that all straight thanks to his expertise. And he sprayed the bay for me, and I sprayed all of the other parts, but after all that work, I did not want to mess it up myself.
Yeah.
And leave runs everywhere. So I said, I'll leave this to the professional, because he's actually a painter. He's a body guy, but he's actually a painter.
I feel like a bay is pretty difficult, especially for what you're trying to achieve. Pretty difficult to spray, because again, a panel, front fender, a wing or something like that, it is what it is. It's flat. You can kind of put it in a spot where you can see everything. A bay is going to have, especially if you're painting it black, bunch of nooks and crannies. You can accidentally go heavy on one side or whatever. So I completely understand.
Definitely, yeah. Especially behind the strut towers and getting the right angles.
Yeah.
And I definitely figured I would leave that up to the professionals. So I have to thank him a million times over, which I'm going to repay him, because he has a Jetta Coupe that is the next project in line that I'm going to help him with, and reciprocate with helping all of the mechanical on that for him, which that's actually at my shop now, waiting until I'm done with this Jetta to do his.
Yep. So you recently got this thing running and pretty close to roadworthy, right?
Yeah, I took it for a quick ride around the block the other week. Since then, I put it on the alignment rack, got the alignment dialed in. need to really just finish. It came as a rolling chassis on air ride. I got to finish the air ride setup in the trunk.
Yep.
Finish the front end. I had bartered a rally front end for the vehicle, which I'm going to keep when I sell the Jetta. I'm keeping it for my GTI, but for right now, I'm throwing the rally headlight setup on the Jetta. So
Yep.
I picked up VX tuning projectors for it, lenses. So I need to reassemble the headlights, finish putting the front end, and then put that all together. So it's close.
So what's your plan for it? Ultimately, you just it's going to be for sale at some point.
Yeah, I think it's going to be for sale at some point. Definitely, at least for this year, I'm going to keep it and go to some of the big shows
Yep.
and go see friends and hang out. And
Yep.
it's you go for the friends, but it's always fun when you have something cool to drive to
Absolutely.
the show.
Yeah. No, it just adds to it. So yeah, realistically, I mean, what was the last show you went to, or last event you went to in the GTI?
That probably would have been the H2O with you.
Yeah, so that was like 2012.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it was
think-
2012. I think I pulled it apart that winter.
I believe so. Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds right.
Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was it. I went to that H2O and then came back and potted out the whole drivetrain and then brought it to my house. It's in the garage of my house. And then Toby and actually Sam Dobbins helped me build a wooden rotisserie for it in my garage where it sits to this day.
Yeah. Where it's well, it's cool to have back in something and just be kind of on the show circuit for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I kind of regret seeing it was a can of worms project, but in the end, it'll be nice to, like you said, go hang out with everybody. It's funny because it seems like a lot of people fell off for a bit, and the quote crew, if you will, kind of everybody. You get older and
No, it
things happen,
100%
life
happens.
gets busy, and then now it seems like a lot of people have cars.
That's
that are coming out.
It's kind of, it's kind of in a way why we're here, because I stopped doing. I was always following stuff, but like I wasn't going to shows or anything, and I kind of knew, all right, I want to do something again, car wise, and here we are.
Scene
But
went
it's-
to hell.
It's
We're bringing
it's
it back though.
social
Yeah.
media. We're bringing it back.
It went to hell. It really did.
Yeah,
That's was as soon as Andy left, the whole thing went to hell.
collapsed.
That's it. Blew up.
So we get you back out there, man. We'll solve all these goddamn problems.
That's it.
What year was that? Like, just amazing picture of your GTI taken on the strip at H2O. Like,
I think it was around. It was
What-
either
what-
2000,
if-
like misty one,
yeah, it's like
almost
it's
twilight.
like almost dusk.
Yeah.
Oh, the one where I was sitting at the set of lights.
Were you
Or
sitting or were you
what?
just cruising down the road?
Well,
I don't know.
there's a few. So if
Oh my
is it
god,
the one
there's
that's
one
straight
that's
on,
just
and I've got like the city lights on.
yeah. Oh
that-
my god, that's a
So
fucking
that one's
epic photo.
actually, I think that one's like 08, 09, because
Oh
that
my
was
god, it's such an epic photo.
that was on the Borbet Type T. So
What's
that
really
was-
funny
or maybe 10, might have been 20.
Was that before the RSs?
So
is if you
I
Google.
had it on the gold RSs, and then I was in between. I think I had thrown it on the Type Ts. That was the year. So that was a crazy story. Actually, I got the car running.
Mhm.
So I worked until 5. I got the car running. I worked until 5. I stayed up, left at midnight, put the car on the trailer, drove down to Pennsylvania, had Kevin Black tune the car because it was the first year it was on standalone.
Mhm.
He tuned it in the morning at 8, 9, 10 or whatever, threw the car back in the trailer, drove down to Ocean City for H2O.
Yeah.
And that was the year that it was on the Type Ts, I think.
What are we Googling, Josh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in the chat so Shook can easily pop it up.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Little chat interaction
but it's
here.
it's quite funny. It's actually on Super Street now because of the ownership rights and whatnot. But in a moment, you will see a whole series of photos. I think. Shook,
Yeah.
did that pop over in the chat?
Chat's really dragging here.
Yeah, what's going on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just that photo, and actually it resurfaced recently. I don't know. I think that someone started Instagram. Well, they started an Instagram like Vortex, like VW Vortex, something like that, and it's all like old nostalgic photos from Vortex. And I think it resurfaced on there. And I remember seeing.
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I said they had like the forums.vw Vortex. I didn't see it on there.
Oh, yeah, it was somewhere. It refreshed, and that's why when Josh said that you were coming in, I was like, oh man, I gotta ask about that. Like, what year that was?
Yeah, if that's the one that I'm thinking about. Like
Okay,
you said,
yeah, it
it's
was like
kinda
dusk,
The
the
city
city
lights
lights,
are
yeah.
on. Yeah, that's the picture, and I think that was, like I said, 2010, if I were to guess.
Better times, right?
It was
Yeah.
probably
that was
somewhere around
those,
there.
Those were the days.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Shook, I'll send you that link via text in a second. P car. So what would your ideal?
I'm kind of open, honestly.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm in love with my buddy Tom's 993 Turbo he just got. However, especially by the time that happens, I'm sure that'll be completely unrealistic. Seeing they're pretty much already
Right.
unrealistic
Yeah, they're up there.
for most people. I mean, 997 Turbo would definitely be a fun car.
Yep.
I think I'd want to go turbo. You know, a 996, 997 GT3 would be cool, but I think I want the turbo. I'm a turbo guy, you know?
I was gonna say you're just that's instilled now over the years.
Yeah, especially for the the toy car. It can't be naturally aspirated. It has to
Right.
be forced induction of some type.
That makes sense.
Oh, it's good to hear that you're open to whatever, because that at least again, the way the market's changing, who knows what's going to be left.
Exactly.
At the time.
Exactly. Yep. So that's just one of those probably, get things together and then look for the right deal and be ready to pull the trigger. I think honestly that's what a lot of it comes down to, is just being ready to pull the trigger when the right deal pops up
Yeah.
for the right money.
Having your money right.
Yep.
You looking to buy one with a blown motor? Put one in?
I mean, I wouldn't say no.
Yeah, of course, man. That's the
Yep.
play, right? Shit. You get a Viper. It's an easy flip or trade for a 997 turbo, too.
I know, right?
Viper guys are crazy, man. Plus, it's probably not that hard to put a motor in a Viper.
No, I don't think so. Like I said, I was
Only one
talking-
way to find out.
talking to you guys before the show. I actually almost scooped up a Viper probably a few weeks ago that said it had a motor noise. It had spun a Baron, and I was
One
almost
of the many.
I was almost gonna pick it up, and then upon some more details, the car had a reconstructed title,
Oh, boy.
and the money it was just gonna be too close. I mean, if I'm gonna get into something like that, the money has to make sense and
Right, yeah.
a
reconstruct
no-brainer
title's
that you're not
hit
going to
again.
lose. But I don't want to be in that deep on something to maybe make a couple grand on it.
There's so many, Viper turbo options now. There's plenty with engine noises,
Yeah, I mean, Calvo Motorsports, man.
Calvo is making 'em for you, man.
It's like you see Calvo, and now it's like, oh, man, I mean, for the right deal, how could you not buy a Viper and put a turbo on it?
Turbo Viper might be it, fuck all this other stuff.
Yeah,
It's such a huge
seriously.
amount of money. If you think about it, like,
There's like $100,000 on top of the Viper.
oh yeah, that's it. It's such a huge amount of money, but think about what that first seat time is. After you sign the check, you pay for the whole thing is built, and you get to drive for the first time. You're like, well, oh my god,
Worth every penny.
100 grand never felt so good.
Well, I mean, it was one of those things, though, too, though. If I was going to have a turbo Viper, which I probably never would, but I would definitely have to build the turbo kit myself. I mean,
You'd have to do it yourself. Yeah.
That's one of those things, too, that actually on the side, over the last couple of years, I've been on the side in my, quote, free time. I really enjoy custom fab, pick up a TIG machine, and have really been trying to hone in on those skills because I don't like anybody else touching my stuff.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
be able to do it all myself.
Yeah.
And so that's definitely what I've been working on the side whenever I get a chance.
That'd be a nice way to dip your toe into custom turbo kits too in a Viper. You know,
Yeah,
a
I
lot of
mean-
room in the bay.
Yeah. Just start there right at a Viper. I mean, screw custom turbo.
The nice
kits
thing
on
about
me.
the turbo Vipers as well is there's no such thing as too big of a turbo. You just keep upsizing.
Yeah, and you just put a blindfold on and just pick one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which one?
At that point,
you
you're
pick it
just
by feel. It feels big enough.
you're just waiting for the manufacturers to catch up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
absolutely. Oh man,
So there we are.
Pictures of Andy up there,
Is that? Yeah, there we go.
Oh boy.
looking like a thug.
Oh boy.
Wow. So
Yikes.
that's a Euro Tuna one.
That's the Euro 2. That's
Yeah.
super. I
My-
don't know what the year is on that.
That's
but
awesome.
I think that was probably
Oh.
2007.
June 1st, 2008 is when this
Yeah.
article was posted.
Yeah, I think so that was June. We shot that the previous September H2O. So that was shot
Oh,
in
wow.
2007
Yeah.
at H2O.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I mean, my favorite I think is you coming up through that the sewer cap in the
This-
ground.
for PVW.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was beautiful.
That was all Yarrow.
That was it
yeah,
really?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we went wherever it was and to shoot it, and we were in the back of some building, and Yarrow's just being Yarrow, and all of a sudden he's like pulling up a sewer cap, and he's like, "Hey, I think you should just hop in here. That'd be a really cool picture." So I was like,
I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
And so, Elliot and Bass were here. And so he's like, yeah, great idea. So I hopped in, and that manhole cover at the time, I was, 20 years old,
Yeah.
21 years old and 140 pounds soaking wet. So it was a kind of a heavy sewer cover. And
It's tough for you to hold it up. Yeah.
yeah,
Could've-
so that's how that came about.
Could have went bad.
Is there anybody bringing it this hard to the Mark II scene right now? I don't follow Mark IIs.
There definitely is. I mean, is around here, nothing off the top of my head, but there's
Yeah.
definitely
Euro
lot of nice
cars or
Mark
North
IIs.
American stuff?
no North America. There's
Some-
definitely
some
some
big
nice
power
Mark IIs.
boys.
Yeah, there's some coming up too in our magazine that I can.
Big power boys?
They're up there. Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
yeah, they're bringing.
And
the
it's
heat.
going to have to
Yeah,
come
they-
back up, shake it up again.
They're doing their thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's excellent, man. I mean, that car just like is seemingly so far beyond its time. I remember that thing rolling up the highway, just laying a bit of a whooping down on very fast cars.
I gotta say, I regret selling that RS front bumper. I
Yeah.
would totally, if
Yeah.
I still had it, I would totally throw it back on.
There you go.
It's like returned. Like the style. Like it's that whole
Right,
style
it's-
of everything's returned.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, going back to the late '90s.
You're gonna bring the thing front drive again?
Yeah, I'm just
Like a
gonna
G?
leave it front wheel drive. Like I said, I was
Nice.
gonna go synchro, but and then, as in the manner with everything, I was like, well, if I'm gonna go synchro, then honestly, with the power that I would want to do, I would probably need to go Haldex, and then I would need to modify a rear beam to go Haldex, and then it's custom axles.
Yeah.
and it never ends.
Yeah.
So
No.
I was like, I don't really want to drop that kind of money into a '92 Volkswagen again. I did it once, and I prefer not to do it again.
Yeah, it's adding a ton of complications to the whole build, right?
Yeah, so I actually have a rear 4 that I just need to cut out, get that in, and like I said, probably throw the R32 in. I don't even know if I'll build the motor. Just run low boost, 8-10 pounds on something that'll bring it back to fun. 350, 375 horse or so, and that'll be a nice, fun street car.
Once you
Paint
blow
still.
it up, build it bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been there, buddy.
Oh yeah, that's how it happened. That's how they get you.
Yeah. Oh, may as well put some pistons in to get the motor out. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep, that's how
Is-
they get you.
But
every time.
350, I mean, that's ridiculous. It'll rip.
Yeah, I mean the car weighed before 2550 with me and a half tank of fuel.
Oh, wow.
It was light, and that was with the 4-point cage that I had in it.
Yeah.
And I mean I was probably about 60 pounds lighter at that time, but still, 2,600 pound car is still
Yeah,
still
no, it's-
pretty light.
Yeah,
right
it's
with
ridiculous.
that power.
Yeah.
If Chuck had his computer ready, we could do the power to weight
Yep.
ratio there.
I know my
Drop
iPad's
the
gone.
ball.
buddy.
Yeah.
The
Keep dropping it over here.
how's the paint on your car? Just dirty?
Yeah, just dirty, but honestly, I would probably have to respray it because when it's on the rotisserie, like the right rear quarter glass, I don't remember what. Oh, you know what I was doing? I was actually test fitting the Synchro 4, and I scratched it.
Okay.
Yep. So I scratched it, and then in the engine bay, when I was taking the motor out, I scratched one of the frame rails too, and seeing it's shaved, I'd honestly probably just end up scuffing and shooting the whole thing again.
So I was gonna ask, would you keep the same color?
I think so.
You have
There are other colors that I like, but you don't see a lot of Mark IIs.
Right.
Nagaro or Jazz Blue. There's been a couple,
Yep.
over the years.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of do like maroon, but it's so overdone. Like
Listen.
Kalen Sean's Jetta Coupe.
Arena Red.
Yeah, I mean,
Arena Red. I mean, there's the Arena Red Mark II in Connecticut. Zach D just shot it recently.
is that Bootsy's cousin?
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
Yep.
That car. That's a good looking car. But
Yeah.
Arena Red is like a maroon, like darker
Yep.
red color.
Oh, I love it, but it's just there's that car, and then
That's how you get your P card. You just paint it a P card color.
yeah,
true.
Yeah.
I mean, close enough, right?
Yeah, close enough. You and Tom can park next to each other. You know.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that color. Oh, all right. If that's the color.
That's Arena Red.
Oh,
Yeah.
hot damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the color.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good looking color. It's always been one up in the old
Oh,
think
I
tank
agree.
here.
Yeah.
I agree.
Save it for Spank Bank.
Yeah.
locked up. Yeah.
So, what are some of the things you hate about your day job? I.e., you can even get into manufacturers or a particular thing you hate doing.
So I would have to say that it is just tough owning a small business and having to deal with all the business aspect of it as far as employees, people showing up finding good help,
Yep.
people who actually want to work, and something as simple as finding honestly a good oil change tech is tough to do because that although people are like, oh, it's an oil change, it's one of the easiest things out there. It's also one of the easiest things to
Mess up.
Yeah. Something as simple as, drain plug gasket. If
Yep.
the gasket, it needed to be changed and it wasn't changed, or better yet, it fell off and they didn't notice and they put it back on with no gasket and it leaks, at best case, the customer is going to give you a call and say, hey, I got an oil change. I got an oil leak in my driveway, and have them come back. Boom, we find it. We fix it. Obviously, it's an inconvenience, but at worst case, can obviously do motor damage if it's seriously leaking or they don't tighten it, which thankfully, knock on wood, hasn't happened. Or it's the people who first time customer, maybe they might not give you a call.
Yeah,
And
right.
say, hey,
Right,
this
that could
happened,
just be it.
and let you fix it, and then they never come back.
I was going to say, because there is, unfortunately, I don't know if it's as bad anymore, but there's always the stigma with small mechanic shops.
Yeah,
Is
exactly.
there just happens to be that, oh, they're going to try to get me, or they're going to tell me this or whatever. And to your point, the smaller chance you can give them to say something negative, the better.
Exactly. And my dad and I are real particular, if you will, honestly, that I was always taught when I started working on cars that you want it to look afterwards like nobody ever worked on the car. You know, as far as when you pop the hood, I don't want to see greasy paw prints underneath the hood, or you drip some oil when you were putting oil in it. I want it to look like it was never touched or cleaner. And so just trying to express that to the young kids who are trying to learn the trade, and it's tough to sometimes make them have that drive to strive for that level of service, and that's what we want to provide. We have a really nice, clean,
I was going
big
to say,
shop.
your shop in particular is extremely clean and just tidy and looks just nice throughout, from the paint, everything, and organization always.
Yeah, we try as far as, when people usually think about a independent repair shop, it's some dirty guy in a, 2-bay shop and the floor's got an inch of dirt on it.
Yeah,
And
he's wearing his greasy jumpsuit.
exactly. So that's definitely not what we have going on, but that's one of the toughest things is managing correctly so that everything is perfect.
Yeah.
Honestly, because that's what we want, what we expect, and what our customers have, come to be accustomed to. So that is definitely one of the tougher things, I would say, in the day-to-day, is making sure that everything goes out as satisfactory that we want it. And I love, honestly, when I can be left alone as far as the stuff that has been to 3 other shops and nobody else can fix. Sometimes it's even been to the dealer 2 or 3 times, and then it ends up coming in the shop, and people will call it a, quote, problem car. I love that stuff. I love figuring that out. Thankfully, we have a lot of equipment. We have a picoscope, $77,000 oscilloscope that is used for diagnostics, and all the right equipment to do the job. And so that's why I love that stuff when I can have the time to do it. It's just tough balancing that with managing everybody in the shop, making time.
And making money, and overall, it just,
Exactly.
you can turn stuff out. That's how it's a business.
Exactly.
What's the most common car to come in and you're just shaking your head?
I got to say that's a tough one, honestly. I don't even know. There's a lot of stuff that comes in. I can't even think of it off the top of my head.
Is like, do you get a lot of newer stuff? And newer stuff are just like, this is fucking stupid.
Get a mix. I would say actually the stupid stuff is usually when you call it a mile away, when it's something that's beat with 150,000 miles on it, which we see, in the aftermarket. I see stuff with 100,000 miles plus all day long.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's going to be garbage. I can't even think of it off the top of my head, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Sitting here on the spot. But there are definitely a lot of vehicles that you see, and a lot of the times I read the customer complaint and you know what it is before you even go over to it.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's going to have a bad motor in it, or, something like that, timing chain, this, that. And that's pretty much it.
At the very least, you're well versed in many different things. So as you're looking at different stuff, in your personal life, you can just go, I'm never going to buy that. Or just, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to have that judgment anyway.
Oh, definitely. Exactly. honestly have a pretty good brain as far as keeping track of what is what. Like a friend will say, "Hey, I'm gonna go look at this. What do you think about it?" And I'll be able to rattle off 5 things for them to check.
Yeah.
To try to do their best to avoid being in a problem.
Yeah.
Like John actually was looking at Jeeps for
Yes.
Cassie, and I was telling him that those newer 3.6 Chrysler motors burn valves on the cylinder head
With no rhyme or reason.
Yeah, no rhyme or reason, exactly. And super common. I had one the other day that I had to put cams, lash adjusters, and rockers in, and it really common. Apparently, dealer keeps like 3 sets of them on the shelf, and so it's just common things like that of keeping track of. And it didn't even have a dead skip. The vehicle actually just would set a random misfire code at certain times, and we went through, used my picoscope, and looked at the pressure waveforms in the cylinder. We're able to tell that there was something mechanically going on with it, ruled everything out, and ended up taking it apart and finding one of the rockers actually had a bad bearing in it. And then the cams, we could see on a couple of the camshafts, the coatings were worn off the lobes, so the cams were going to be going bad soon too. So
Yeah.
we put everything in it. So
I have to. That's quite. Who knows? Maybe there's a lot of other people doing that sort of diagnostic stuff. But like me, that's quite impressive to get that deep in something that you're not working on every single day and still, come up with here's the reasoning for it, an explanation. And just like, holy shit! All right,
Exactly.
That's quite cool.
proving it, is a lot. Honestly, there's a lot of people who will throw parts at cars. We call it.
Right,
Anybody can
right.
throw parts at a car and try to fix it. And you might get lucky, but
Yeah.
you also might not, and then you just wasted a customer's money,
Yeah.
wasted their time, and it's just not the way to go about fixing cars. So
I mean, I don't know if you got involved in it. I don't think so. But we had an issue with an F-150 in my day job where it just would like kill itself. It just shut off
John was telling me about it.
inopportune times. And I can't remember. We ended up fixing it, but it was I believe it was just a switch or something like that, or some sort of sensor. I can't remember what it was off the top of my head. But my point is that intermittent shit that nobody wants to deal with, you're willing to take on and try to figure out for a customer.
yeah, I mean definitely the toughest things to diagnose is an intermittent problem.
Yeah.
That especially I can go sometimes and test drive a car 3, 4, 5 times and the problem won't happen. And sometimes you have to wait until the problem gets worse so that I can duplicate it
Yeah.
to be able to diagnose it. But for sure, I have a few other shops, honestly, that will get problem vehicles and they throw in the towel and they'll send them over to us. And knock on wood, I've got 100% success rate of being able to figure it out.
Yeah.
And so it's definitely nice being in an environment with that my dad set up, and honestly I've learned pretty much everything from him and being hands-on.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a good thing.
Biggest question. C5 Corvettes. How many have crossed your path?
I mean, I've seen a handful.
Yep.
Personally, I'm a C6 guy.
Yeah.
If I had to,
Is that because it's what, LS6 versus, or did they switch to another LS7?
I mean, I just hate the pop-up headlights.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Fair enough.
Also, too, yeah.
I believe there's a weird fact like that's the last car with them. I'm almost
The C5?
The
Really?
C5.
I believe that.
is a weird fact that up until manufacture date because it was 2004.
The vet guys were wildly butthurt when they dumped the pop-ups.
Oh yeah, I'm
And
sure.
the car looks way better without them.
Yeah, so the different LSs, even in the C6s, I think that when they went from 05 to 06,
Mhm.
it was one had LS2 or LS3, something like that.
Yeah, so
and
because
it was different power.
I think it was LS1 for the beginning of the C5, then it switched to the LS6. I think I might be fucking this up, and then at some point I'm sure it went LS6 to LS7 in the C6.
Yeah, and there was also an LS3 in there. I know, like I
maybe
said, I
that's
know
what
it was
it might have
05 to
been.
06 because the vet guys they want the 06 or the 07 because it made more power than the previous year.
Yeah.
Better motor. Clearly, you can just you throw a cam in it and
It's an LS.
it's negligible.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the deal. And then I think like the 05s had, if you had an automatic, I think it was only 3-speed.
Yeah.
Or 4. I think it was a 4-speed or whatever. And then they went to the 5 or the
That's
6.
the one we
so-
want. We need an 05 automatic
3-speed.
with a blown
Yeah,
motor.
it wasn't a 3. I think it was a 4-speed. But
Yeah. Well, 3 plus overdrive.
yeah, but yeah, because I actually had my uncle has a C6 and he's actually a cranberry farmer and he bought a vet as like a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden his gas gauge didn't work, and well, it turns out he just kept on jamming fuel in it when he would gas up.
Yep.
And I ended up having to pull the fuel tanks out
Because
of
it was too much. Whatever. It fucked up the vacuum.
He filled the thing so full that I pulled the vent off of the charcoal canister, and it was completely full
Holy
of fuel.
shit.
Yeah, and I sent him a video. I was like, I think I found the problem. Well, it also, the sending units in the tank, one of them was junk. So anyways, it's got 2 separate tanks, one on each side of the car, and his is an automatic, not a stick. It actually says that you were supposed to lower the rear subframe out of it, but it's got a torque tube in it, and if you don't do it right, it's convertible. You can break the windshield.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
so I didn't end up doing that. I thankfully was able to get up in there and disconnect what I needed to drop the fuel tanks out of it without lowering the rear subframe. But so I've been into the C6s and stuff.
Okay.
A reasonable handful.
Yeah, good to know. Duly noted for
What are the fives a
debacle.
nightmare? That's
for,
what we want.
for future endeavors.
Yeah.
Well, dude, thank you for coming to hang out. We get some. Well, I think we have a handful of questions that we can kind of chime in on, and I'm sure there's some specific to you as well. So we can start tacking.
I see a cheap C5.
Start
That's your
attacking.
man.
I'm buying the cheap
VCT
C5.
solenoids.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what it was. A
Making it-
VCT solenoid on the F-150. Just that.
Yeah.
Just a weird ass, thing
Yep.
over the time.
Is that like variable cam timing or something?
Yep.
Solenoid? Is that what
Yeah,
that
I
is?
remember I was talking to John about it, and
Yeah.
I think one of the solenoids was for the variable cam timing, and I think it was sticking with the timing advanced, and then it would come back down to an idle, and the thing would stall.
Mm.
They kind of threw some parts at it and finally fixed it.
And it would happen intermittently. And the only reason we caught it is because there was another F-150 that actually threw a code for it
Mhm.
that we repaired. Like, we were chasing this thing for nothing short, like 6 months.
Really?
And it was, of course, it was our boss's truck. So he would take it, be fined for 2 or 3 months. Almost, it's one of those things where it would happen at weird times, i.e., oh shit, it's raining and it happened.
Yeah.
Fuck, is this something getting wet? And then we start chasing that sort of stuff, whatever. And literally gave up. Like, all right, there's nothing else we can do. We're not going to keep wasting all this money to fix this thing. And then, week prior, before we're going to get rid of it, another truck popped up with that code, repaired, cleared, done, all set. Fuck it, let's put this on it, and it's been fine ever since.
Intermittent codes, those are the ones you clear and go to CarMax.
Yeah.
That's the nope.
Send
Needs
off.
cams? Nah.
Yeah.
It's
Send
not a
to
CarMax.
pasture.
It doesn't.
Let's see. Starting from the bottom, never finishing projects.
Never.
Do you guys get
finishing
shawarma
projects.
anymore? If not, what is the new recording meal?
We haven't got shawarma in a while.
No.
Which actually we should.
We probably should.
'Cause
So,
now it's easier to get now. We've been getting Tallulah's
yep.
from our good friend Jake, who's just like the best Mexican restaurant ever.
Very difficult to beat Tallulah's.
But I feel bad for the shawarma boys. But I
Yeah.
do miss the shawarma.
We went not too long ago. What did we go? We went on the weekend, didn't we, for something?
Yeah, what the hell did we do?
We were with
Yeah,
Big
we
Tim.
went through
I
for
think we
something.
recorded a vlog.
It was
and then-
delicious.
yeah.
Gotta go see those boys again.
So truly, and as many things, COVID kind of effed that up because it just became more of a hassle to go there. Because we used to have a regimen of, all right, let's record, finish up, go get shawarma.
I wonder if we
and-
can eat in
and go
shawarma,
from
because we
there.
could go before and grab shawarma. Because we do get here like 2 hours before we record for no reason.
And,
So we could just go there, get shawarma, and come back.
and then, yeah, we could do that. So, yeah, shawarma's still on the
Once we get the van running, you know what I mean?
Shawar-
We'll take that out of the shawarma.
shawarma's still on the, rotisserie, if you will.
Correct.
We just haven't
I see
endeavored
what
in
you
it.
did there.
Oh boy, I'm gonna muck this up.
Let's do it.
Oh,
No,
wait.
don't even try. Just see what your mouth wants to say.
Enjoy Usun.
Oh, enjoy you some.
Enjoy
That's
Usun.
Ed. Big shout to Ed.
Okay.
Ed,
Ed-
joy
Ed's
you some.
Much easier. Have to pick one. Used SRT4 Neon, 2.5 Turbo GT Cruiser, or Chevy HHR. Oh my God.
I
my
think.
God.
And, hold on. They also included no suicides.
Oh wow.
I'd
Ed's-
go with the SRT4 for sure.
I'm going with SRT4.
I
yeah.
think I take the Turbo PT Cruiser.
Oh my God.
You got
I've
more
driven one.
More
That's-
displacement. Just put a big precision on it. Call it a day.
That's the most
Andy,
offensive
you probably
one.
fixed all these for some reason. What are you taking?
Unfortunately, I think I would have to go with the SRT4.
Yeah. That's,
PT Cruise is the absolute worst.
I
Those are
just-
hot in the Fall River area still.
Oh,
That's
Oh,
what,
yeah.
That was like the base of them. They must have built them out there.
Yeah.
I don't think they
Yeah.
ever seen them.
It's exactly.
Josh had one. Josh was the
I
king
dig
of
it,
that.
especially without the big wing in the back.
Cert 4. Oh, yeah.
I
yeah,
always
that's-
said
that's-
I bring one to Poland and just wreck everybody. It's the car I'd bring out there. They never got them. You
Yeah.
know, they would even know what's happening.
3-6 Mafia.
3-6 Mafia.
If Revival were to create its own crypto, what would it be called?
Its own crypto?
Yeah.
Probably Bencoin.
Ben coin. Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
just a picture of straight on Ben's face.
No, just I have Ben's face on one side and a rock on the back.
Yeah. Ben
or a
coin.
cake. Yeah, Bencoin.
Yeah. YB coin. YBU
YB
coin.
coin.
Yeah. Young Ben coin. I
Yeah.
think something
Ben-
along those lines.
Ben Coin rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
Ben
Ben coin.
coin.
Yeah.
It'd be
My
someone's name.
GTI_MA.
My GTM
Best energy drink flavor of all time.
of all time. Oh, it was Monster Energy Green Tea.
Rehab. Yeah.
The original Energiesus. I think if you look up hashtag Energiesus on Instagram,
probably
I put a
there.
couple of shots
Yeah.
up.
I mean, you recently bought a case, right? Somewhat
Yeah, but
recently?
it was a German spec. It wasn't the same.
All right. Wasn't. Yeah. Didn't bring it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a bit pissy. What
it
are you
was-
looking at?
it was-
Rockstar Pure Zero? Nah.
What is this?
I've never even heard of that. What
Yeah, I've had it. It sucks.
What kind of fruity shit?
240 milligrams of that is a gnarly
Yeah, I had
amount
that
of
once at the hill. Got cranked.
I
I
bet
think that's,
you did.
That's the time I wrecked my shoulder. I can still
Yeah.
feel it.
I
I shot
bet
the
you did.
jackhammer. He saw that.
Yeah, the Monster Rehab, the raspberry, they redid it at some point. Now it used to be like just raspberry. Now it's like raspberry and tea or something like that.
Yeah,
They were OG. Oh my god,
yeah, really hit.
Let's
Really
get your
hit.
boy hooked.
Weren't you addicted to Monster?
Rockstar Fruit Punch.
Rockstar
That was
Fruit
the
Punch
move,
that
yeah.
hits. Monster has one that's their dub edition Fruit Punch.
the Ballers Blend?
The Ballers Blend, which was almost exactly the same flavor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Which
stay away from it.
Ballers Blend doesn't exist anymore. Now they put it in that can with all like the traditional tattoo art.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes.
the
That's,
Death Before
yeah, the
Dishonor
Death
Oh, the
can.
Before
Affliction
Dishonor
teas?
can.
Yeah, the Affliction Tea
yeah,
is now like the Ballers Blend. They just rebranded it.
yeah. Well, they got that Maui Wowie one that's
Yeah,
pretty
the
sick
Hang
as
Loose
well.
juice.
That's
Yeah,
the Affliction Inc. there one.
Yeah.
That's my favorite fruit punch there.
There you go. Yeah, that
That's-
Rockstar Fruit Punch hits.
Although that pineapple's pretty.
The
pretty
pineapple?
up there.
the new gold,
Yeah, gold.
gold standard.
Yukon gold potato.
Yep.
Let's see. R_A designs.
RA Designs.
He just writes callback to episode 25.
25.
Yeah,
He
good
just-
luck.
He also writes Corey Damas saw a future with more track inspired builds.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Wait, what did he say? I'm sorry.
So episode 25,
Yeah.
Corey must have mentioned that he saw a future. I think we predicted the future or something like that.
The more track inspired
he
builds.
said more
Oh, that was we
track-inspired build.
predict the future.
It's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I
A
wish
lot
he
of them
coulda-
are track inspired.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yes. Wish you could have gave
I
us
meant
Not my
the,
words very
A
literal.
couple years ago, there were a lot of drift inspired
Yeah.
builds as well.
wish could have gave us the heads up on
Whoa,
Doge.
whoa, whoa. Once you enter, you'll be fine. You know,
Yeah.
Like
you just got to get to an event.
dude, just drift inspired. There he is.
Let's see. Mitch X Ritter.
Mitch times Ritter.
Are soaring used car / truck prices a bubble or just a sign of the times? I fucking hope it's a bubble.
It's inflation. It's bad.
Yeah, it's not
It's
good.
worse than a sign of the times.
Even,
But it is a sign of the times. It's not good.
It's
Oh, Warren Buffet out there. Even he's up there yapping about it.
he's-
Look at the damn
he's not
grocery
happy.
store prices,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Good.
wood up 1,000%.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
it's over 1,000%.
can't print $4 trillion and just not tax anybody anymore. That's not how that works.
Here we go.
Just stay tuned for my podcast. Chucky's financial disaster podcast. Wait till I'm buying Porsches for like 20
$30,
grand. Yeah, well, this guy's bailing.
Ape shall not ape.
Ape shall not ape.
Would you rather have a fox body or a job? You cannot have both.
I'll take a fox body.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knows that. That's just a
Definitely.
fact.
Yeah.
I'm having a fox as well at that point.
Yeah.
You don't need a job with a
Yeah.
fox body.
I like that was a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Go
It's
pull
very
some-
creative.
Pull some babes with the fox.
Very
Yeah.
creative. Just
They'll be paying for my dinner.
just puffing cigs,
Yeah,
wearing
exactly.
your jean shorts.
Yeah.
Just
Throwing keys on the roof.
no cares in the world.
Mullet's optional.
God.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, beautiful.
The real Pofo.
The real Pofo.
We might have answered this before. How many Dogecoin do you own? You did answer that.
None
before.
now.
3,800.
I don't own any. I stupidly.
Yeah,
don't
I
even know
talked
what
about it at the
did.
beginning. I sold 3,400 of them.
I didn't buy in.
13,000.
13,000.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm in it like average of 11. So
Yeah, God bless you though. That's
still not
great.
bad, but I mean, could be better.
Could be better.
Yeah, it
yeah.
could
I
be
wish I
better,
was
but,
about
like-
100,000 right now. I'd be happy. A
Yeah,
guy we work
if
with,
only.
his ex-girl put in like, I mean, an insane amount of money, like 15K.
Really?
It like
Oh my
less than a
God.
cent.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
just
Yeah.
like
And he still works for you guys?
ex-girl.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Fair enough.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
mean, I
yeah.
know a guy who had 100,000 at like 3 cents. He sold it at 5.
Yeah, I think. Well, I think a lot of people did that, right?
Yep.
That's why. I got $8 in it. Like I'm
Yeah.
just holding
Yeah.
forever. If I lose the $8, fuck it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I wish I saw that light. You know?
I mean, my initial buy-in was 8, and
Yeah.
I put it in Hertz, put it in that, put it in Hertz, put it in that. So it's all over the place.
This can be a good one for everybody. Mark IV Cap'n.
Mark IV capping.
Budget aside, what would your ultimate VW build be?
Ooh.
I mean, does that can it be from the VW group? If not, I mean, if it's going to be a Volkswagen.
Currently, I'd say I would build I don't know. I'd like to build Mark II, especially with no budget.
Rally golf.
My problem is I really like Mark IIs, and I always have. And Andy's Mr. Mark II, so I can't. I'm not going to take that right now. Probably, I'd like to put in a Mark IV R32 kind of drivetrain in the Mark II Jetta Coupe, like Toby's old one.
Yep.
That'd be cool. Get
Yeah.
the all-wheel drive going for no reason. You'd have to
Yeah.
turbo it, like you said.
Yeah.
It'd be a cool setup. I really like the way they look. It reminds me of like the E28s and stuff. It's like classic German. Because I can't do front wheel drive.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a front wheel drive car. I like it, but with that kind of, I'd want that. If there was no money, yeah, do that.
There was a red Mark II Jetta Coupe R32 turbo all-wheel drive
Oh,
that was pretty wild. Out of Canada, I want to say. It was only making like 1,000 horsepower. You see it probably 10 years ago. I don't know what the hell happened to it, but it was a
Maybe
pretty mean ride.
buy that in Storage Wars or something. Scoop that
Hopefully.
baby up. You guys that are actually Volkswagen people have any
Yeah.
answers to that?
Well, Mark II was my first thought.
Mark II period.
Yeah.
No
just
details
Mark
at
II.
all.
Oh, no. I don't even know. Yeah, I have no idea. So, I don't know.
You could put a Cadillac motor in that thing. Everybody
Could be
knows.
anything.
Door star it.
It would have to be like a Mark I Swallowtail. Probably like that
That's a
light
sweet car.
blue. I don't know. They don't call it Miami blue. I forget what the actual color is called.
It's like
for-
Gulf blue, isn't
I
it?
was
It's
gonna
like
say,
that
is it
kind of.
similar
Yeah.
to Gulf Blue.
Yeah. There's like one picture that's
What happened?
Oh, the chair.
I think the chair broke.
Yeah.
yeah. There's like
I think it's just the stupid safety thing.
Oh.
Like,
Safety broke.
Yeah,
Just,
yeah.
Just be
Uh-oh.
safe.
Test it.
Yeah, it's good.
Test
it.
It's good.
But yeah, Swallowtail, like super, that like powdery blue color, but it's got to have all the like specific like Swallowtail trim bits all around it, all the little like belt line and all that stuff. It's got to have all that stuff.
Yeah.
All of it.
The expensive stuff.
The stuff that makes it what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Andy, what are you doing, man? Unlimited budget.
I think you already went down that route.
VW.
Yeah.
Just rebuild it.
I've been there, done that.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That's
Yeah.
a good one.
No, I mean, I think a rally golf would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
If not, at least something all-wheel drive R32 turbo.
Yeah.
Be a good time.
I mean, that's the thing, because you could just go 2004 R32 anyway, and then just go
Nah, I had one of those.
bananas with it.
Yeah, put the motor in something else.
Doll
do that
back
too.
golf.
Oh my God, remember that car?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Build that thing.
Let's see. Ian K.
Ian K.
What is your favorite thing about buying a new/used car? Mine is the first detail.
I love searching all over inside the car to see like if anyone left anything behind. Like under the seats, like everything, like trying to find some remnants of like who was there last.
Yeah.
Like even if
sometimes you
it's
find
just like
too
a
much.
fucking quarter, like I found it. Like there's always something, whether it's in the trunk or it fell in between a seat, it's underneath the seat cushion. There's something from the previous owner, and I always get a kick out of like searching and finding that like leftover remnant of
Yeah.
something.
that thing.
My buddy bought a Saline Mustang in Fall River.
Yeah,
No, it's just Mustang Cobra with the blown ones, and he found a bag of Coke in the back. So
nailed it.
I know
Yeah,
who that guy was.
yeah.
Yeah, I found a bunch of shit in my K car, my mirror when I got it. I had a whole drawer under the passenger side full of Japanese bullshit. It was awesome.
Yeah,
that
especially
is
like,
pretty fun. On used stuff, on new stuff, I mean, you better not find anything there.
that stuff coming from overseas. Like it's lived a life before it got to you.
Yeah,
Oh, right. That's
that
super.
car lived a hell of a life.
Yeah,
like you in the video looking at the R33. Was
Yeah.
that the? Yeah, just the smoke-filled one.
Yeah.
I wish there was smell-o-vision. It was so bad.
But it was like you looking in like the little
Ashtray.
ashtray and shit
Yeah.
like that. Just like because even Tanya happened to see it, and she's like, ugh.
It was rough. It was rough.
Oh yeah, you popped the ashtray at one point. I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
Rough in there.
And then at one point, we were driving, and I like pulled one out, and I think it'd be so fucking funny to just film a video of this in my mouth. And I was like, hey, you know what? I've been doing pretty good this past year. Like, I don't really need any kind of like,
And yeah, I don't need to get real sick.
yeah.
God.
I don't know, but I was like laughing in the car to myself at the idea.
Well, you were also up for 17 hours at the time.
Yeah,
So.
and I'm driving, and I'm like, and I open the ashtray and like take one out, and I'm like, this is such a bad idea. I'm not gonna.
You should have grabbed a strawberry Philly blunt and just lit it up just for the atmosphere in that thing. Let me get a strawberry Philly blunt.
Every time I looked in the rearview mirror too, there was just like, it was like the glass was the same color as the revival sign right now.
Yeah, perfect.
Just nicotine.
Little PP.
Yeah.
Let's see. BJ McCardle.
BJ McCardle.
What's the closest you've come to crashing without actually hitting anything?
Oh my God. Were you in the car with the M3 down in Pawtucket?
No.
Somebody was in my car with the M3.
No.
I was driving the M3 in Pawtucket down near like my old shop. If anybody knows that area, it's sketch. Just because it's crazy. There's so much traffic, and like I was driving up the road. There was cars coming the other way, and this lady's pulling out of just a plaza.
Mm-hmm.
And like, there's no time for her to pull in front of me, and I'm just like, well, I'm not one that's gonna step down because I'm a fucking idiot, right? So I'm like, well, I ain't stopping, and she just pulls out, dude. I pull left across the lane of traffic coming at me and into the breakdown lane on the other side of the road, and miss this woman, and I was just like, it was just pure instinct. I was like, there's nothing there. Let's go there. And someone was with me in the car, and I'm pretty sure
No, it wasn't me.
they probably never talked to me since.
Yeah.
And definitely shit their pants. But it was just like, holy shit! If I get wrecked by this lady in some like, it was like a piece of shit Altima. And
Yeah.
it was just, she had less to lose. She pulled out. She was the alpha.
Yeah, definitely less to lose.
Cars pulling out. One that comes to mind is actually I was in the GTI when it was still an 8-valve, and my friend at the time, I was 17 years old. I think he had a 95 Thunderbird, and it was coming off the rotary. It was 2 lanes, so clearly, we were racing. I mean, he was in his 5-liter Thunderbird, and I was in my 8-valve GTI.
So you had to.
So I edged him out. Won't lie.
Yeah.
And we went over. There was an overpass, and car pulling out decided it was a great idea to pull out. So I swerved to avoid her. Somehow went 180 in the GTI, slid sideways without touching a guardrail, like probably 3 inches from it, and then straightened back out and just kept on driving down the road.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just go home and change your underwear.
Yes, code brown.
Yeah, it's a definite code brown.
I spun. Yeah, one of the, I say funnest, but one of the funnest fully off-road adventures in my Mark II. Leaving the Swansea Mall, getting back onto 95, getting back onto 195. There's a long, like, sweeping exit.
Big sweeper. Yeah. See the back of Toys R Us back there.
Oh my God, I just was in it, and
Tossed
it was damp out. And first, I think I started like weaving very spiritedly, burnout in the rain, whatnot. But I remember I was in 3rd gear, and this is where I literally learned what lift throttle oversteer actually was.
Yeah. It's the
And
best.
the car did a complete 180 on the on-ramp, and I'm facing traffic. Didn't hit the guardrail, which was to the right. Didn't hit the traffic. And I'm just like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do right now. So I just jumped
3.2.
the curb and go over the grass and just merged back. Jumped the curb, over the grass, merged back on, and just went on my way.
I'm very familiar with that off ramp.
It's,
on ramp.
yeah,
rather.
it's,
I like how you preface this with off-road Mark II story.
Yeah.
yeah. So that was, yeah. And then there was the other time where a lady did actually pull out, and I tried to make an evasive maneuver, and she almost totaled my Mark IV. Which,
Yeah. If I'm in anything that I care about, I just go ahead pull out.
Yeah.
I just don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like dumb stuff where you're like, yeah, that was dumb. That's why that happened, even though it was their fault. So it's just
Oh yeah, and Oh, geez.
You want to pull out in front of my leased X3? You're fucking dead.
Yeah.
Just
You're fucking dead.
We're about to test airbags.
Yeah, exactly. Good. See you later. I
Uh,
mean, I'm off that lease. Give
yeah.
me another one.
and I have actually crashed a motorcycle.
Oh, Jesus.
That was not fun.
Yeah.
That was an interesting one. I guess I can tell this. Yeah. Left an establishment, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Left an establishment after a long night and proceeded to, as Meatloaf would say, leave like a bat out of hell.
Yep.
Blew a stop sign, blew another stop sign. And in front of me, let's call it a block, 2 blocks away, let's call it, I see a police officer go by, and I'm like, oh, shit. And at the time, I was riding a 1979 rigid Harley-Davidson Sportster with about a 1.5 foot worth of exhaust on it.
Nice.
So it was very recognizable, if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
will.
They're really flying
Could
under the
hear
radar.
it. Could hear it from afar. So I'm like, oh shit! And of course, this bike was, built to be cool at the time, so it didn't have any front brakes. It was just rear brake only. So,
Always a good decision, especially on a bike.
especially downhill.
Yeah, Jesus, dude.
Face it. So slam on the brakes to slow down.
Wearing your leathers or jeans and K Swiss?
Oh god, this was jeans and a fucking Johnny Cash shirt.
Oh, no.
And so, needless to say, my left elbow and arm took the brunt of it. That's why some of my tattoos on the left-hand side are a bit mucked up. My shirt and chest took a significant beating as well. I thankfully, very, very thankfully, skidded across the street with no cars coming because it was a T street. It's a main street in Fall River. My bike hit the curb, which then proceeded to bend the handlebars and throttle cable and all that sort of stuff. And it was leaking pretty significantly. I believe that was fuel. And then on top of that, as I'm picking myself up and picking the bike up, the cop surely spins around. And
Came to help you.
he was just he honestly was willing to help. Asked me a few questions. I was no longer inebriated because adrenaline completely took over.
Oh, yeah.
And just sober as a fish. So I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm gonna just walk home. He's like, well, I can't let you walk home. You're bleeding all over the place because my elbow is literally just buckets of blood coming out. You'd say my blood was very thin for some reason. So they called an ambulance, patched my arm up, and I refused to go to the hospital, refused everything, and just sadly walked my bike home like 2 miles, and it was a very bad day the next day.
Playing all by myself.
Yeah, it was just not.
Jesus, dude.
It was not a smart decision, but I'm still here, so don't be like me. But yeah, that was probably one of the worst case scenario, I guess. Let's see. Kevin401. Any plans for
401.
more posters? Yeah, we'd like to make some. I'd like to make some more prints as well. Just photo stuff. R411YE.
Rally.
boy.
Rally.
Oh boy.
Why does Andy carry a gallon of water in his hand at car events? At car events?
I mean, you got to stay hydrated.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus.
Why does Andy have a Boston accent and John Stairs doesn't? Aren't they neighbors?
I mean, that's a good question, Scott.
Yeah. That's a fair question.
Yeah, fair question. I think we would all like to.
It just
know the
happens
answer to that.
naturally.
Yeah.
John grew up in Bridgewater. That's why.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
worlds away.
Yeah, it's like me, Fall River, Charisse. For Alan.
4 hours.
Y'all going to Alpine Volks Fair? I believe you are, right?
Yeah, me and John are going.
Where's that?
It's at Helen. in
Oh,
Georgia.
yeah. Okay, because that's what it's called now, right?
Yeah.
Tommy Tootin. Tommy
Oh, that's
Tootin.
Tommy 210.
Why the fuck are you such a boss? Seriously, tell me. Okay, seriously, best burnout story, or tell us about whooping your old man at the track.
Best burnout. Been a lot of good burnouts. I mean, there's one that there's sweet pictures of at Dust Off.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
was a pretty good one. That I had permission. I asked old man Tom.
Yeah.
I was like, hey Tom, care if I do a little burnout on the way out? He's like, long as nobody else is, then go for it. So did that one. That was a pretty good burnout. And the one that I told you guys about up in DTM in New Hampshire, good burnout, ended up bad. Got in trouble for that one.
Yeah.
And as far as the old man at the track, so my old man has a 70 Chevelle SS, big block, bolt-ons, cam, intake, full exhaust, gears. And whenever I was building the GTI, he would always talk trash. Because at the time, I was in the shop. We had a dead stall, and it was sitting there, a year while I was putting the thing together. And I was like, I'm gonna smoke that Chevelle when this thing's together. And typical dad, who's into domestic cars. Yeah, right. No way. That piece of junk.
Yeah.
And so I put it together, and the first turbo setup I had went to the track on like a street night, drove it to the track, and bolted, I think, a drag radial on at that time, and didn't go fast, went like 12.7 and smoked his Chevelle because it's a heavy car. I mean, the car goes good for what it is for a 70 Chevelle, but I think it only went like 13.0, 13.1.
Yeah.
And that was the first turbo setup. So I went to the track a couple more times, whooped up on him. I think he finally got it down into like 1290s. And, but so yeah, he wasn't too happy when I kicked his ass at the track.
And then it just got faster and faster from there.
Yeah. And I mean, and then at the point where it was in the 11s, it was, he's not touching it short of putting, who knows,
nitrous.
Nitrous, forced induction, real big, big money motor in the thing.
Yeah.
So, which actually lately he was just ordering. We're going to have to, soon we're going to swap his car over to a roller cam. Got a serpentine belt set up for it. Got some new wheels and tires because he doesn't drive it. Just, he's got a matching numbers, has the build sheet for a protector plate for it. And it just sits in his garage at home. I think he drives it once a year, maybe twice if he's lucky. So hopefully he'll take that out more often.
Oh, cool. That'd be good.
Yep.
I think that's going to do it for us this week. Thank you for coming to hang out.
Yeah,
Of course.
Glad to see you're, going to be up and about this year in particular, driving another car. So I think it's a good time to do it.
Yeah, definitely. No, it'll be great. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully there'll be a bit going on with things getting better in the world, and look forward to it.
Yeah, good reason to get out there. That is going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for listening, as you always do. Please feel free to go visit our YouTube channel where you can like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Also, check out some of the other shows brought to you by Revival Motoring, Talking Motorcycles, Topics Under the Stairs, and the Circle Jerks podcast. You can also visit our website, revivalmotoring.com, for more information and advertising opportunities, as well as some news, some stories. We've got new stuff happening on the website pretty much every week, just like we do for the rest of the content. So that is going to do it for now. We will talk to you soon.
Later.
Peace out.
Thanks for listening.